posterity.
All right, we're recording now. What other planar being did the queen make a pact with?
And what are her pact weapons?
John Broughton is the patron.
See, I had always heard that it was that she bathed in children's blood.
She's a big fan of horses, I know that.
Why do you think she had so many dogs?
Is she a white? Is she stealing the years off the dogs?
Ooh, could be happening.
Is that a power of whites?
Wait, maybe that's where William's hair went.
Whites can steal either steal your levels or
fall over dead like bitches.
I was gonna say, if they could steal your levels and shit, I am a lot more afraid of them all of a sudden. I did not know this.
They really are supposed to be pretty big bad, but
hang
we
on.
picked them really hard.
I have the stats of a white here.
Do we really need to know the stats of a white?
I'm not going to tell you what the stats of the white are. They have life drain.
Okay.
Yeah, I give that to Danielle. That's where William's hair went. Like, she's just been draining the life out of that fucker.
just little bits of everybody.
Yes.
Life drain is in chat.
I just reconnected the video and lost everyone's video. I've made a terrible mistake. Oh wait, I got everyone except for Clay and Pikey.
Give us a minute, we'll connect.
Is reduced by...
I see everybody.
That could be a lot of health.
What's that?
That could be a lot of health, couldn't it?
Oh, that's better. That's brighter.
Oh yeah. Well, and the damage roll on it is a 3d6.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Hit point maximum is reduced.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know. Go ahead and use my coat so that I can. You asshole.
A humanoid slain by this attack rises 24 hours later as a zombie under the white's control. Oh, right. Jeff just texted me about 5 minutes ago that he was almost home. He's texting me right now.
That's going to be half an hour. ...
Dot.
Is this like he's texting dots or he literally typed ...
Oh, he's texting ...
I believe the latter.
Okay, I still don't have Clay or Pikey after multiple reconnects. Can anyone else see y'all?
I see everybody.
Yeah, I see everybody.
It's just you.
I'm restarting. Yeah, I'm restarting Chrome.
I'm gonna try reconnecting.
No, I think this is my fault for once. Well, not for once. I'm constantly having technical issues.
I was gonna say I never have been able to see you this session.
Maybe restarting Chrome will help.
Or it'll linger it.
Extra issues. Why does it always default to the bottom? I want it defaulting to the top. Oh, gonna reset.
Yeah. Why do you always have goop in your eyes?
I'm not feeling good about Chrome.
You should try the Brave browser.
What? I don't even know what that is, and I don't want to know.
That sounds sketch as shit.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Skype. Why were you even
Because you
open?
have to be brave to use it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what's that their slogan? Bet you won't.
It's a browser. A browser that's built off Chromium, and it's supposed to be for like ad blocking and stuff. Because it has all that stuff built in natively into the browser.
You should try Lynx.
Yeah?
Yeah, it blocks all that shit too.
Because I switched over to Firefox from Chrome, and I'm like, maybe I should go to something else.
Lynx is really good, though. It hardly uses any memory.
Is that Lynx with an X?
Actually, is everyone on a Chromium kernel thing now? Is that a right word? Kernel?
Yeah, we're all using a Chrome browser because we figured out that if anybody was using Firefox, they couldn't see anybody else.
Well, I can't see anyone else anyway.
I can't see you. I can see everyone.
What browser are you using? Is it
Oh, you disappeared.
Yeah, I'm killing Chrome processes right now.
Had the best results for me.
And the thing is, you're the only one that matters.
From the vault because it's got all your class shit.
What's a runtime
And you're prone to like derp to derp.
Fair enough. I mean, that's part of the reason I keep different browsers on there, is so that it, like if I want to give someone else a chance to log into something, I pick my browser that I never use, so none of my passwords are.
Because you know me, the second I get into that, you're like, how'd you throw away an entire computing system? I don't know. I've just got skills like that. Ask the people at Circuit City.
Do said skills pay the bills?
No, they do not. Unless, I mean, I have been asked for consulting on, by a, what was it, Apple, what do they call themselves? Geniuses? After I stayed on the phone with them for like an hour and a half because he couldn't figure out what I did to my computer. I'd only had it about, 5-10 minutes?
Yeah.
I bricked it. Like, we had to get another one. They couldn't figure it out.
It wasn't her computer either.
No, it was not.
It was Wes's computer.
Yes, it was.
He doesn't have luck with computers, does he? Like, that shit breaks.
Well, I mean, he does since he stopped letting me touch them.
This is why Joseph doesn't let me touch his computers.
How am I supposed to use Lynx Clay? It doesn't run on Windows 7.
Sure it does, dude. You gotta just put it in compatibility mode.
Yeah, I could always try that. Or I could run a virtual machine of Windows 95 inside my Windows 7 machine and surf the internet that way.
Actually, I mean, if all you're wanting to do is run Lynx, you can run a DOS machine.
Yeah, I'll just run a DOS box to use it.
Yeah, way easier.
So Danielle, do you find yourself just like looking hard to the left or the right or behind you just because you can now?
Well, I can't look hard in any direction, but I do just spend most of my day doing this. Like,
you're like, this is awesome.
You got to get that neck functionality back.
Yeah, I got 6 weeks of physical therapy now to.
Oh boy.
Which is going to be a lot of neck massages. Nice.
Oh, that sounds good.
At least that's what they did
know,
after my concussion.
I'm a little worried because he said to always remember to take some sort of anti-inflammatory before I come because it's gonna be inflamed. So
yeah, until your body gets used to using that again. I wasn't in one for a neck brace because they didn't realize that I'd gotten whiplash and hurt one of my discs when I got a concussion the first time. But after they figured that out, they sent me to physical therapy, and it was the same. Like, it was a lot of those like tension bands that they use, but they'd always end the session with like a hot massage. I'm like, yeah, we can just keep doing this for another week or so. Because they do expect you to be inflamed, and then they, sit you down with an ice pack on it for a little bit.
Okay, my Discord booted me, so I didn't hear anything. I did see like a cool movement, but
No, they used a lot of those rubber tension bands with me to get me to like look left and hold it, and then they would do a hot massage and then sit you down with like a cold pack, an ice pack before they sent you home, because by that time you were inflamed.
Oh yeah, I bet.
How often did you have to go?
I went once a week for 4-5 weeks.
Okay, they've got me going 3 times a week for 6 weeks.
Yeah, I didn't break anything though. Just got whiplash. Yeah, whatever came down and hit me, like it had a door on it. It was this big open Cambro thing. Hit me on my head, knocked me clean out. But the door like hit on a shelf and came back and had hit my chin. I'd had an abrasion on my chin that we couldn't figure out why, but the door had come back and hit me and given me whiplash on my way down.
Oh.
That's why I kept blacking out for 6 weeks afterwards. It would be random. I'd be fine for a week and a half, go to walk down the stairs and wake up at the bottom of them. I was like, I'm might not want to work in a kitchen with random blackout.
Yeah. I'm surprised that my brain didn't take more of a beating than it did. I don't.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think Doggo wants out.
The worst I have is when I lay down, I still get kind of dizzy, like laying down, but they think that's probably just my inner ear is still a little fucked up.
Equilibrium fixing.
Clay, I am actually going to spend time and try to get this working because it looks really cool.
Oh God. Oh no. Please don't follow any of his advice ever.
Actually, can we just
get dragon dick?
Can we go straight back into actually playing? We should do that. We don't need to wait on Jeff. It's 8 o'clock.
That's true.
Yeah, I'll just kind of drag him along with you guys. We waited half an hour. He'll get here when he gets here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So to recap, you guys made a big circle last time out of the firebug room, found your way back into the hallway with the full of zombies, and you decided to go a little bit of the ways back and retread some space to rooms that you hadn't been before. You found a giant slug, or snail man, calling himself Lord of the Snails, which you thoroughly killed. Zombified and killed again.
Also, he was a jerk.
He was a jerk. He was a big smartass is what he was. So the snail is dead. You searched for treasure to no avail. And you'll go from there.
Onward! Let's go find Alejandro.
Why are we going back to Alejandro?
I thought we were going to try and
Two things. He has a room that we have. He has a room in his room that we haven't checked out yet. And two,
yeah.
I love him.
I'm sorry, wait, what?
We were also looking for a rest.
Yep.
I think his room is a good place to rest.
Which room are you in?
The room with everyone. Except you.
Are we... Yeah, where are you?
Yeah, where are you, Clay?
He's in 11A.
It's down there.
We don't have an 11A marker.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
there he
That's just for me.
He was hiding in the corner. We couldn't see him.
Oh, he's being a sneaky little fucker.
Yeah.
He was scheming.
Does anyone disagree with me on my Alejandro quest? I think it's a safe place to rest.
Alejandro's room?
Yeah.
At
Are
very
we sure
least,
he
there
still
were some
likes
safe
us?
places in-
He doesn't not like us, which is hard to say about anything else in here.
If you rest, won't the concentration end?
Yeah, that's what I was
Okay.
trying to say. Like, I can't keep concentrating on a spell while I sleep, so he's not going to be
Like
compelled to let us pass.
Or like us, or...
Yeah. I mean, it's up to the level of intelligence he has, how much he wants to, judge our interactions versus his solemn duty to guard us.
We could bribe him.
So were you guys looking for a short or long rest?
I'm fine either way.
I could use a long rest to get some back, but I'm pretty good to keep going.
Okay.
I have 0 spell slots. Like anything, I've got like 1 bardic inspiration, and then I'm just poking shit with a sword.
I think Jeff was actually the one who needed the rest the worst.
I think I healed him up all the way though. You just need to
Yeah,
magic.
but I think he's out of spells. Yeah.
I think so. As far as I'm aware, the paladin and the bard have expended basically all their spell slots.
Oh yeah.
Keep in mind that there are these runes growing in the town that we left, and we've been gone for about 2.5 days. I think maybe 2.5 days so far.
No, we've been gone for a couple hours.
It took
Or
like
well, plus the time that it took.
Travel
to
time.
get here.
The travel time up to the temple is whatever Sean says it is, and then you guys have been in the dungeon here for roughly, 5 or 6 hours now.
I looked back on the video today, and we were. I think you said, Scott, that it would take a day and a half to get there.
Okay, yeah.
So my estimate is we've been doing stuff for 2 days.
It's now evening time on the second day.
Yes. So, if we don't think Alejandro will be friendly with us after arrest, I think we should go chat with him before arrest. I have a question for him about a pyramid thing I picked up.
Yeah, I agree. We can work our way there, and as long as he's still under influence or whatever, we can speak with him, and at least he was on the way out. He was closer to the beginning, at very least, and there were more safe places that way.
Mm-hmm. He's not even very far. He's like 2 rooms away.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So let's go see Alejandro.
All right, Armin's leading the way.
Alejandro.
I'm walking into a room. Do I need to stop, or can I just keep treading?
No, you can keep treading.
Keep
it's a water.
treading.
It's filled with water. That's basically all it is.
I think our warlock should enter first, right? Silborn, go talk to him. I don't speak gurgle gurgle.
Am I one?
Everything is. I'm real laggy.
Mine's laggy too.
Real laggy, like jittery.
No, it's just me.
When I try to scroll up on the screen, I have to click it like 3 or 4 times, and then it like lags for a second before it actually moves.
Just put it in the same.
Yeah, mine's lagging real bad. I'm reloading.
I switched to Opera before we started, and now everything is way better.
Opera. Huh?
You switch to Opera.
Yeah.
Is Opera the flavor of the night?
Well, Clay said it worked, and I'm like, well, it's got to be better than Chrome.
Everything's better than Chrome. All right.
Chrome's been working for me for like weeks.
As you enter back into the room, Alejandro notices you guys entering from the west and comes over to greet Silmorn, waving his tentacles in the air, gurgling wildly. Hey, you guys made it back!
Yeah, we went around and met some things, and they all wanted to fight us, but we made it back. And we wanted to ask you about this statue thing that my friend has.
I have no idea what you said. You said it in gurgles.
Yeah. So then I to Armand, show him the pyramid.
I pulled the pyramid out of my bag and I show it to him.
Oh my god.
Alejandro reaches forward with one of his tentacles and takes the cube. And he rotates it in his hand and he goes, this is a piece of junk, and he throws it over his shoulder.
Well, that's unfortunate. I go pick it up and I put it back in my bag. Maybe I can pawn it off on someone later.
Like that asshole that wanted us to bring him some magical artifact. Yeah, it's super.
That asshole is my brother. You would do well to speak more kindly of him.
I didn't realize you guys were.
Some asshole in a cloak that told us to bring magical.
Yeah, so aren't we gonna kill him and help him?
We're gonna defeat him.
Torture?
Save him is the word I like to use. Save him from himself. He's sick. He needs help.
Okay.
So Alejandro.
To ask Alejandro.
Alejandro is like, "What are you guys doing back here? You guys should get out of the temple while you can."
We can't find the exit, man.
Yeah, where is the exit? Do you know?
Huh? Easy. Just keep going north.
Just keep going north, and that's left.
Yeah, left.
I was gonna say it's the room right up here. No, okay.
Yeah, and
there's some guy. There's a room to the east, but I don't know if you guys want to check that out or not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was there a reason that we had to go east? Did he say we couldn't, or
I think
no? Alejandro was like, "Don't go north. North is no good."
We did north, so east is got to be easy.
So let's go east and see what's over there. And I'm gonna tell Alejandro that we're still looking for whatever it was that we're on like a quest from his god for.
Okay.
I also would like to present Alejandro with a gift.
Oh.
Okay.
Is it a copper bar?
It is. I want to give him the 5-foot-long copper bar as a replacement for his stick.
Okay.
I want to hand it to him, and I tell Silmorn, tell him I want to gift him this fancy itching stick.
Armand wants to give you this itching stick
as a gift.
As a thank you for letting us pass.
Alejandro holds out his tentacles.
I hold out my copper bar.
He picks the copper bar up from it, and he waves it around a little bit, and then he sticks it up into a shell to scratch. And he's like, "Ah, that's the stuff."
See, it truly was a magical artifact. Those two douchebags should have taken it when I offered it to them.
That's funny.
So, east?
Yep, east.
West.
You know how I knock on doors. Does anyone else want to take a turn?
I almost forgot and went up to it, but you're the official party door opener.
I feel like if someone wants to open the door, then they can. They need to check it before I start knocking.
How about I check it and then you can open it?
Okay, I will allow the war chief to make her to do whatever it is she does.
Scaredy cat elf.
But I'll say there's nothing in there we can't handle.
So what is the what's our
I'm gonna check it for traps and see if I hear anything on the other side.
I could have checked it for traps.
18.
Smokine feels around the door, pushing gingerly against all sides of it, and discerns there is no trap.
Do I hear anything on the other side?
It is silent on the other side.
Okay. All right, Armin, you're good to go.
All right. I'm not going to hit it with my mace this time. I'm going to Spartan kick it. And then I'm going to kick it open and then dash into the middle of the room, regardless of what's in there.
Fantastic.
Okay. I guess give me a strength check then.
Excellent. I love strength checks. How about an athletics check?
Well, if you're kicking, sure. Give me an athletics.
How about a nature?
How about a 7?
7. You run up. Armin runs up to the door and does a jumping kick at the door.
Oh, this is going to be funny.
He strikes the door as hard as he possibly can and rebounds off the door, falling to the ground 5 feet back.
This door is stuck, guys.
Bouncing into a dragon man.
Tila points and laughs.
Strength or an athletics check?
What are you doing?
I guess I'm going to try and shoulder the door open, like a running charge at the door.
All right, give me an athletics check on that.
Have we tried to open the door yet?
No, we kicked it.
I'm gonna walk up to it and inspect it before I ram it. So I'm gonna try the. Is there a handle?
Give me a investigation roll.
We have to investigate for a doorknob.
I can't look at it and see if there's a doorknob. Well, I'm stricken blind by the doorknob.
You see no discernible doorknob or handle on the front of the door.
The knob explodes, shooting shards of glass directly into my eyes.
I think it's someone else's turn to open the door now. I think
Tila is rolling uncontrollably laughing on the floor at this point.
Have we tried just opening the door?
I was trying to do that, but
okay.
I can't
just
see.
Open the door.
How are you opening the door?
Turn the knob. Is there a knob? Since I perceived it, there was
no knob.
There was no knob.
Maybe it's a push
door. Did I
door.
see anything when I was doing a perception check on it?
Yes. You noticed that on both sides of the door
are knobs.
There looked like, it's very hard to see, but there were spots for you to slide your fingers into the doors on both sides.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stick my fingers in.
Bye fingers.
On one or both?
Little elfy fingers gonna pull back knobs.
Oh my god. Obviously brute force didn't work. Let's try a little finesse, alright?
Hey, we have crowbars.
Does one side look more worn down than the other?
They look about the same.
Let's just do both.
Okay.
Bye fingers.
Give me a strength check.
To stick her fingers in something?
Give me a strength check.
Where there's room for fingers?
2.
Excellent.
2. You stick your fingers into the door, or into the holes on both sides, and you push, and you very slightly notice that the door shifts from the middle. So the door has slightly opened on one side, or opened into the room on one side and pushed out on the other side.
Okay. I'm going to take my left hand out and try and push just with my right hand.
Okay. You continue to push the door. The door was on a pole, or on a pivot, and it just turns open from the middle like a revolving door kind of thing, you know?
What did I tell you? Finesse.
That's incredible. You are truly a gifted door opener.
Sometimes you don't have to cop knock it.
Yeah. Sometimes a fancy flying kick isn't quite necessary.
As you enter the next corridor, the walls of this corridor are wet and slimy. The stucco covering has become saturated with water and is decomposing and sloughing off in spots on the southern wall, exposing the seams of one of the large stone blocks from which the structure was built.
Who wanted to go in first?
You did.
I did, but Dee was able to actually open the door, so...
I stepped inside.
Alright, I'm bucking it. Hey, look, I found a thing, guys. It looks like there's a block blocking the way.
Slime.
You know what? I just realized I left my notebook downstairs with all my notes. Hang on just a second.
So, based on Armin's incredible investigation skills, he sees cracks in the walls that we can see through.
Oh, does he now?
Yes.
Yeah. We've seen these objects on the map before.
Oh, the pots?
Yeah, whatever this brown thing is that...
All right, sorry about that. All right. So what are you doing? You said you saw something?
I see some cracks in the wall that I could see through. And I see what appears to be pottery on the floor. Is that a correct assessment?
That's a correct assessment.
Yeah. Hey, Armand, try to break through the wall right here.
What?
I don't know if I can get a running kick at it. I don't know if I have enough running speed to jump up and kick it.
Because that worked so well last time.
Yeah, use your shoulder, your shield.
My shield?
Yeah, just bash into it.
Okay, why not? I do that. I bash against the wall with my shield.
Okay. You bounce off the wall.
Excellent. It didn't work.
But in doing so, you discern that it may be able to move if you have more than one person help you.
I used my strength to figure out we need more strength.
Dragon Man, get in there.
Jeff, you are definitely muted.
Right.
I kept looking at it like thinking that, because I said something a minute ago and nobody said anything. Well, that makes sense.
Dragon Man, will you help me push this thing?
Yes.
A little bit, though.
Just a little bit. Let me see if I can... there we go.
He's got a bad back.
Did I even us out a little bit?
Does 30 overcome the door?
The stone moves ever so slightly, but it feels like you will need more to be able to move the stone.
All right, everybody hop on.
Oh god.
There's got to be some sort of magic that we can use. Can you turn your like packed weapon into like an extendo pole or something?
No.
Okay. That would have been cool.
Are we pushing or are we pulling on this side?
Should we be? We're trying to push, but we could try to pull.
Well, let's use the crowbars, because those grant advantage on strength checks to be missed.
Well, is your crowbar about 4 feet long?
It doesn't need to be. You just need to grab the edge of it.
So you're trying to pull it out?
Yeah.
Might it be a smarter idea to push it in?
No.
All right, so I have a crowbar.
Okay.
Jeff has a crowbar. Let's both try to pull it at the same time, and we get to roll with advantage for strength.
I would think so.
I swear to God, if this is the one useful thing we needed the copper bar for, I'm gonna lose it.
A 13 and a 19.
We'll have to go back and kill the giant crawfish for it.
And these are crowbars, not packed crowbars.
Sorry,
Can we add a packed crowbar to it to get more strength?
Oh God.
Come on, Clay. I know you want to jump in there with a packed crowbar.
I refuse to summon a packed crowbar.
All right. Well, as you both attempt to stick crowbars in and pull it out, the crowbars slightly bend as you are unable to pull the stone out.
Slightly bend? What is it unusable or is it still usable?
It's usable, but you notice that it's starting to bend.
Great. We're going to break our crowbars, guys.
It might be a good idea to just push.
I think just pushing that bottom from put a warranty on them, so if we break them, we'll just get new ones.
Okay, I'll push.
For 18, push.
I got 9 this time.
How many of you are pushing?
All of us.
I will help.
All right.
Am I just getting chunked at the door like a midget?
Yeah.
You can stand back and cheer us on.
Man, I am weak tonight.
All right.
Put your
With
clothes on,
the
get-
entire party putting effort into it,
Oh wait, I gotta roll strength then too. I'm super curious what this is going to be.
You're gonna crit. I believe it.
We're going to flood the hallway with acid.
I never look at strength. Where is strength?
Top left.
Oh man, look, this elf didn't help last time.
Ooh.
She's not helping this time either.
I guess you can't.
Oh no!
I guess you can't pick up and move dynamic lighting layer stuff.
No.
Okay, I'll just delete it then.
I did
All right.
not help.
With the entire party pushing, the stone moves back, opening up the way. Just imagine the stone is pushed back.
It looks like
The stone moves back into the chamber that you now have. You can now see, and the entire party sees a door to the south.
so. There's a door to the south, and there's also this passageway up a little ways. Maybe we should split the party.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Terrible idea.
Yeah,
No.
terrible.
I think it'd be great for team building purposes.
Vetoed.
You know what? I've got 8 wisdom. I might agree with that.
Oh, son of a bitch. You
All right,
two
you
have been
you have
super
a door
buddy.
to the south, and you have a corridor that moves east and north around the corner.
You want to take a peek around the corner before we open a door? Maybe something's over there lurking that would attack us?
I mean, the door's still going to be here. We've not activated anything, so might as well.
All right. I'm going to dash around the corner.
Okay.
What? Wait, nobody ever. Oh, God.
As you go around the corner, you see a staircase on the northern edge. The staircase only goes up for a few steps, and then it seems that the rest is filled in with clay and stone rubble.
Did anyone bring a mining pick?
No.
Or can summon a phantasmal one? Play. I yell out, this is a dead end, guys. I guess we're going into the pottery room.
All right.
And since, yep, there we go. I walk right in there. I'm not scared.
Okay. You approach the doors and you push at the doors, and they open with ease.
What about the pottery?
Huh? Well, what are you going to do about the pottery?
There's only one thing I know how to do. So someone should...
I'm going to look in these pots to the east.
Okay. You see nothing in the pots. They are just pots.
Can I smash them?
Yes, you can smash them.
I smashed them.
Yes, you did smash them.
All the pots are now smashed.
Did you smash one pot with another pot? Because if not, you missed an opportunity.
I missed an opportunity. I just brought the mace down on him.
Ah.
I'm disappointed in myself.
Really? Are you disappointed enough, though?
Will you open the door, Scott?
Oh, yeah. Hang on. Let me check one thing before I do that. I forgot to do this.
Are we knocking?
Okay.
Oh, they just opened easily.
Yeah, you just walked up to the door and you just pushed it open. It wasn't locked or anything. The doors were just kind of... They're shut.
Someone should lock these doors.
Let's try that again.
It was locked.
So we see a crypt.
Oh, no.
I looked at Clay, and I'm like, we got this.
Once the door is open, you see a small foyer holding 3 sealed urns on the east and west sides, which you've already smashed. Behind the doors that you have just entered is a chamber cut out of rock with a veil of calcite and stalactites covering the walls. Buttresses rise from the corners, brown shot through with black, and the triangular stone pillars support the high ceiling. Occupying the center of the chamber is a colossal monument resembling a giant's table, covered on all sides with intricate carvings and glyphs. Engraved on the floor in front of the entrance is a seal that displays more glyphs. Opposite the entrance, a battle axe is embedded in the wall, 6 feet above the floor. There's the battle axe that you see embedded in the wall.
And it has a hand as a shadow?
Very astute observation.
How big is this hand axe? Is it a two-handed axe, or is it like a one-handed?
As you see in the picture, it's a one-handed axe.
Okay, so I could pick it up with one hand with ease. If I
Don't pick it up.
You said there's a giant monument in the middle of the room. Is it giant sized, or is it
like it is a colossal monument resembling a giant's table, covered on all sides with intricate carvings and glyphs. Engraved on the floor in front of the entrance where you guys are at is a seal that displays more glyphs. And then opposite the entrance on the southern wall is the axe embedded in the wall.
Armor's
Is this in this universe?
Armin has a very one-track mind, and he sees treasure.
fucking no?
And he's drawn to it.
Yeah. I want to go look at the battle axe.
Smokeen, give me a perception check.
Ooh,
Yeah,
crit.
You notice that all of the glyphs in the room are written in Elvish.
Okay, what do they say?
Clay can also speak Elvish.
Oh, can he?
Actually, I might be able to speak Elvish too. Yes, I can as well.
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
I've already written it. Is it just the one battle axe?
Yeah, it's the one. You can see it on the map. That it's lodged in the southern wall. So in Elvish, since basically everybody can read Elvish, the glyphs on the floor seal translate as defilers. Now you shall join me in my eternal resting.
All right.
Fuck if I will.
Ran right
I
in
feel like something's gonna happen if we walk over the glyphs.
Yeah.
here.
I feel like bait.
Look where I'm at.
Oh yeah, Clay's already in there.
Oh shit.
Well, nothing's happened.
Excellent. I follow him. Also, Chrome, it's frozen.
I want to check out this axe a little bit closer.
It's frozen for you, Sean?
Yeah.
As in, can I do anything?
I don't think you can fix Opera being broken for me.
Whoops.
Sean, stop breaking shit. Rude.
There we go. Yeah, it won't close. I'm killing processes.
Okay. We'll give him just a second. You're going to inspect the axe, Clay?
Yeah. I want to see whatever I can find out about it. Like, is it something special? Is it made by dwarves or orcs or like anything?
Hey, you guys, before we do anything, you know what we didn't do?
So many things.
We didn't rest.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about it, and then they decided they didn't want to.
It wasn't necessary. No biggie. We got this.
Okay.
So, just from glancing at the axe, you can tell that it is a human-made axe.
Right, so it's human-made, nothing
special about it, other than you notice that the shadow that it casts on the wall is of a human forearm and hand.
Okay. And it is casting the shadow on the wall. It's not like
correct
a crack pinning the shadow that was cut off of something else.
Correct. The shadow is the hand, like the forearm and hand.
So then,
can I do something dumb?
But as you approach the axe, looking at it, you feel a cold chill run up and down your spine.
Hey, Paladin, why don't you do your thing?
Detect evil?
Yeah.
And tell us everything you feel about your detect evil.
All of my feelings about it?
Yeah.
Yes.
All of them.
I want to know everything you know about evil in this room.
Even if it's surprisingly close.
It should be. It should be this axe and some other weapons.
Well, we've established that I've noticed that there's something wrong with the hammer.
We've also noticed that you have not broadcast that to the party.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Hiding it, even though
I don't think you have.
You said something, but
I've said stuff before. Every time I've detected evil, I've noticed that the hammer, and I always say, there's something wrong with this hammer.
I've never heard you say that aloud to the party.
I've specifically recorded it that you kept it to yourself.
I was AFK the first time you noticed it, so.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
you guys are in this room. There's a giant colossal table in the middle of the room, an axe lodged into the wall on the south.
So I'm doing divine sense.
Yes.
Okay.
So I can detect evil, undead, celestial, fiend. Within 60 feet of me that is not behind total cover.
So you cast Detect Undead? Or Detect Evil?
Yeah. And that covers the whole room.
Okay. You sense two nodes of evil emanating within the room. One is coming directly from you, and the other is coming from the center of the table in the center of the room.
Okay.
What do you sense, Paladin?
Well, apparently there's evil on my person somewhere.
Didn't you eat some of those evil rats?
Ooh.
Well, I didn't actually.
They were evil. I think they were just diseased.
I didn't actually swallow the rats.
So you just bit off their heads and spit them out?
I said that they were like water balloons. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm pretty sure I said something about the hammer. At least, that's weird.
I remember you saying that about the rats' heads because I wrote down Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, I just popped them. I was just popping the rats.
Okay, I thought you were like getting sustenance from them.
No, think like Gallagher when he hits the watermelons and they explode. It was like that.
He was gushering them. Yeah.
All right, so you detect evil on the center of the room. What would you do with this information?
I'm going to say aloud to the party, there's an evil presence in the casket in the middle of the room.
Well, it's not a casket. It's a giant table.
The giant stone table in the center of the room emanates evil.
We should break
as does my Warhammer.
Wait, what?
I didn't say your Warhammer.
Apparently, it does.
I said the evil was detected on you.
Is there some other evil that you've eaten?
Oh no. Okay, that's right. Because so I think I'm possessed at this point, right?
You might. That's.
I mean, if you want to roll a perception check against that.
Yeah, let's do that.
I feel like you're wiser than you're smart.
I'm equally dumb. 8 wisdom, 8 intelligence.
Well, this would be great time for a 20.
You said a perception?
Yeah.
It would have been a great time.
You know that it's coming off of you, but you still cannot figure out what it is.
It's probably still just chunks of those rats.
The mystery continues.
Yeah. Got some rat in my teeth.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
There's a shadow on the wall where the axe is.
Correct.
I'd like to place my hand on it.
On the shadow?
Yes.
Okay. You place your hand on the shadow, and nothing happened.
Are the runes on the table any different than the runes at the other part of the room?
Okay, so...
Climb up there and read them, Mel.
I'm at there. I've been waiting for y'all because y'all are all like, ooh, they...
I wanted to see if my hand was the same size as the shadow hand. So there's evil on the table. Let's break the table.
Let's break it open?
Let's look at the table.
Let's read the table.
A pinata full of evil. Let's look at that.
Yes, exactly that.
So of the monument in the middle, it is constructed of several parts. There's the great stone slab, which is, like the top of the table. It's 20 feet long by 10 feet wide, and it rests upon a 4-foot thick monolith of rocks of similar dimensions.
So it's like a giant stone piece in the middle, or is it 4 pillars?
So it's basically supported by 6 huge blocks. Every component, or basically every support column holding up the giant slab is covered with symbols.
Are the symbols? What do they look like?
They're still all Elvish.
Do they say free buffet at 6?
You notice that on one of the blocks, you see that it is written in the Elvish script that this is the resting place of Tolkes Populakus, a servant of the shadow-loving Zozilaha.
What was the white's name? Was it Zozilaha?
You never found out.
God damn it, Clay.
We
talked to him. I thought we did.
I feel like this is your fault, Clay. You killed him too quickly for us to interrogate him.
But he never asked him his name. Did he?
I didn't talk to him.
You just smashed him.
He said he was a mighty warrior.
And you notice that on basically just kind of going around the outskirts of the giant colossal table, there are glyphs corresponding numbers 0 through 10. And you notice that on the center of the top of the block is 54-3.9. I'm sorry, 54-3-9.
Is this a math puzzle?
It's a very simple puzzle.
I think if we yank the axe out of the wall, it's going to solve the puzzle for us.
No, okay.
So I put my thought on the puzzle into chat.
Yeah.
Corey, what does the consensus think?
All right, let me write the numbers down for you. Since basically everybody can read them, I think this is fair.
Has anybody touched any of these columns? Like it
Not
looks
yet.
like. Okay, nobody's physically touched them.
But there were 3 numbers. There was 3 numbers written on the table itself.
54, 3, and 9. But I imagine that could just be 5, 4, 3, 9.
Yeah, it's 54-3-9 is written on the glyphs on the center of the table.
So if you are writing numbers on these pillars, dynamic lighting is blocking us from seeing them.
So what's
dynamic lighting is
really?
Well, let me show. I'll put a screenshot.
No, I believe you.
I can tell what the numbers are.
Okay, from right here, from on the north, that's 1, and then clockwise it's to 10. Does that make sense to you guys?
You said that one is 1?
Yeah.
That's 1, and then clockwise to 10.
Is this one 1?
No, this one here. The one.
This one is 1.
Oh god, that was a lot of pink.
This one?
That one?
You said 54-3-9?
I thought you said this one. The one next to me is 1.
Is that correct, Scott?
Yes.
54-3-9?
Yeah,
That
the one
is
next to the pricing is 1.
Yeah, 54-3-9.
Well, let's touch them in order. 5, 4, 3, 9, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we have to touch it with the axe?
Do we think we have to touch the 5 and the 4 at the same time, since it's written 54?
Actually, yeah, let's try that.
That's a good idea. So 1, 2.
Wait, who's writing on 1? Wait, what are you guys writing? I see all like 4 different 1s.
No, the one that I'm standing on is 1, right, Scott? The
Yes,
one
that is 1.
Yeah.
Clockwise from that all the way around to the one below you is
1, 2. Why'd you write 7 on that one?
I think Jeff's just fucking with everybody.
Just fucking.
Well, that's helping.
Oh shit! I deleted myself.
Good job.
What did I get for fucking around?
You are banished.
My character's in limbo now.
I'm gonna move you guys so I can delete that one.
So we're gonna try to touch the pillars.
4,
I'm at 4.
Yeah.
I'm at the axe.
Oh wait, I need to put Jeff back out, don't I?
I'm there.
All right. Oh, you're there. Okay.
So I'm at 5,
I'll go to 3 then.
and we need someone at 9, which is the bottom left corner, which makes it northwest, I guess.
He's on 9.
I'm on 9.
All right, so me and the elf, and then the singer, and then the dragon man.
So did we ever rest?
Nope.
Nope.
So
No
we're
rest
about
for
to
the
let-
wicked.
We're about to let whatever's inside of this table.
If it gets bad, we'll run away.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He's counting the number of monsters to summon.
I'm gonna heal myself up real quick.
75.
Lay on hands.
27.
I'm at.
Before we do this, do we want to like go out in the hallway or this little ante room and just try and rest for a few
44.
hours?
We could just rest in here.
I don't know
call
if I trust
dibs on-
that.
I call dibs on the table. I'm sleeping on the table.
I'm still worried, same way like Silmorn is, that once Silmorn rests, whatever concentration he has and influence over Alejandro will drop, and we've still got to go through that room.
Mm.
So
Maybe we could re-influence him. Or kill
maybe
him.
he notices that he was influenced and is pissed.
I gave him a gift.
And then we harvest his bones.
Maybe he'll be happy that he has a new fancy scratching stick.
Oh, that's
You should
true.
give him a good scritching stick.
Maybe when he comes out of his magically induced friendship, he'll be like, "Hey, I remember that you gave me that stick. We're friends."
What do you think?
All right.
It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
Are we going to touch it or are we going to rest?
Let's touch it.
Let's touch it.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
All right.
So I touch 9.
I touched mine at the same time.
With 5 and 4.
I press mine. 3.
So you're doing this in order across of the number that you were given?
Yep, 5 and 4 at the same time, then 3.
Okay. As the 5 and 4 are touched simultaneously, they let off a very light glow.
All right.
I guess 3's up.
Yep, I press 3.
As you touch 3, a glow that was given off by 5 and 4 also occurs within the 3 column.
Touch it, Dragon Man.
I'm gonna touch the 9 column.
All right.
Claw.
As you touch the 9th column, it glows, but it glows a slightly different color. All of them ring harmoniously as the doors to the room shut, and you just hear a large thunk sound as the doors lock.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
The giant colossal stone table starts to shake within the room and shifts back 5 feet south. And as it does this, a poisonous gas blasts out of just from under the stone slab. Everybody give me a d20 roll.
Not a Constitution saving throw. I got lots of Constitution.
Just give me a flat roll.
Oh, Jeff.
Yep.
Oh, Sean.
Big old 3.
I'm still the worst.
Well, either way, half of them are, we're all either high or low.
Good thing I'm immune to poison.
Ooh.
I have this spell that would ask me, or would let me ask the gods if this is a good idea.
All right. Well, everybody who I'm not going to give out the dice check on that, but Dragon Man coughs a little bit, but he seems otherwise okay. Everybody else seems to be not affected by the gas that has sunk down and is hovering on the floor at about ankle height to the room, except for Armin, who seems to be slightly affected.
I'm not actually immune to poison, so.
Oh, you're not? Okay, no. Well then.
You goddamn liar!
I'm immune to disease.
Well then, Numeragas and Armin are now poisoned.
Fuck.
I'm not feeling so good.
Put some clothes on.
Yeah, rub
I'm
some dirt in
wearing
it.
clothes.
The poison comes out of the room.
Hey, get up off the floor. Now you're all dirty.
And like I said, it's about ankle height now, but it seems to be just calmly sitting about the bottom of the room.
How thick is it? Like, is it moving in waves when we move about?
No, it's very thin, like a very light fog.
Okay.
I can use my lay on hands to neutralize poison.
You should do that.
I'm gonna need your help with that then.
So is the poison still hovering in the room?
Yeah, like it's just kind of hanging out since it has nowhere to vent to. But nobody else but you and the cleric are affected by it currently.
Okay.
I feel like I'm important if you want to cleanse us.
Well, cleric, I'm gonna cleanse us both so that we don't have some ill effect later on.
Okay. Do you have to roll for that, or is that just kind of a thing you do?
No, it's 5 points of my lay on hands.
Okay.
So
5 points each?
yeah.
That's
So I've got 5 left.
All right. Well, if that's the case, then you both are healed, and the poison no longer affects anybody in the party. It's just kind of hanging out. All right. The slab has opened up, and a poison hangs among the floor. What will the party do next?
Let's go look inside.
Are the doors still closed?
The doors are still closed.
Before we look inside, Jeff, I believe you have some skin or some bladder or some lungs that you could put some poison gas into.
What?
I don't know if I can.
Why? How would you remind him of that?
Because I don't know if I can get the poison gas inside of it, though.
I'm curious if you could. Like, it would be an interesting weapon later on if we had it.
Well, let's see. I'll take the dazed giant rat and dip it into the poison.
You have a dazed giant rat? You mean a living one?
I have a living dazed giant rat in the bag, so now it's a poisoned.
How long does it stay dazed?
I kind of chomped on it, but it didn't quite die, so it's like kind of like brain
Chomped
dead.
on it. It's brain. You have a brain dead,
diseased
rodent.
Diseased rat. Yeah.
All right. So you guys gonna investigate?
I kind of want to put the rat out of its misery.
No.
Chuck it in the hole. Like, the hole. What's opened up with this table?
Before we investigate, maybe we should take this axe in case it's helpful in defeating whatever's in there.
The one with the hand shadow coming off of it?
Yes.
You
didn't detect any evil on it.
That's true. That's true.
Will you attempt to take the axe from the wall?
Who will take the axe?
Armand, get that axe from
I'm
me,
gonna
man.
take it because I'm curious about it. So I reach my hand up and I'm baller. I just grab it and pull on it.
Okay. As you grab the axe, you feel a chill just run down your spine, and you cannot explain why. And as you pull and pull and pull, no matter what you do, trying to gain leverage on the axe, you find it impossible to remove the axe from the wall.
This axe is stuck real good, guys. I think that we should... I don't know.
Has anyone looked inside the crypt yet?
Nope. We're messing with the axe
go
first.
Look inside the crypt.
Okay.
Be careful.
Give me a perception roll. 8.
Excellent.
As Smokeen approaches the stone slab, a hand reaches up out of it and grabs the stone slab and throws it with ease off the top of the colossal stone table. And out of the casket below it crawls 2 creatures.
What kind of creatures are they?
Now we're very typically quick to engage in combat, and I know we're all very unhappy about the snail man. Well, let's try to talk to these guys.
One is Popolokas, the one that you read in the elven glyphs before, activating the glyph of warding that released him from his tomb. And along with him is a white.
Another white?
Another white.
Okay, does Popolokas look elven?
Did this happen when you pulled the axe from the hole?
No, he looks like a vampire.
Great, it's a vampire.
I should still be able to tell what race he was before he was vampirized.
All right, I guess you can give me a perception check on that too, if you'd like. 18.
Yes, pointy ears. He must be an elf.
Well, he looks like in his previous life he was a human.
Damn.
Hail and well met.
Yes.
Friendly beings from the ground.
Yeah, let's say we've done it. We've set you free. Our quest is ended.
Wow.
All right, Jeff is in charge of this RP encounter.
Oh shit, we're all doomed.
While you're
Popolokos.
standing next.
Popolokos gets out of his crypt and does a very dramatic stretch. It has been a very long and rapid sleep, but who frees me from my crypt?
I'm going to point at the elf and say that she did.
You did touch it.
And Popolokos looks over at the elf. This tasty little morsel? Well, I did seal myself in with elven glyphs, so it does make sense she would be able to release me. But the question is, why would you do this?
She's looking for that dick.
Jesus.
Where is Silborn? I kind of want to smack him.
Wow.
I heard you were mighty and commanded great people, and I had to see you in person.
So you are after that.
Yeah.
Is it what they say about vampires?
Told you buggers.
Wow.
She's
He looks at the Popolokos looks at the elf.
Hold on. This should be a charisma check because she's very racist against humans.
You know what? That is a good point. Give me a
Sean! Why?
You are so racist against
You're on our
humans.
side now, asshole.
He doesn't know that.
I'm also not charismatic. Okay.
13. Popolokos looks down at the elf.
Is he rubbing his nipples as he looks down?
He's
Is he going, oh, yes. No.
You look very pleasing to me, elf. But I feel that your visit here is lined with lies. What brings you to my chamber?
What did we say collectively, group? Fuck it? I think was the term.
I mean,
Not yet. Not yet.
to be complete honest, it was a bit of an accident.
Yeah, well,
But then I read the elven glyphs and I'm like, well, this is obviously a person of import.
the only important thing here is that I am hungry.
What? Hey, why?
I have not eaten.
You want a salmon?
Well, hey,
I have not eaten in several hundred years.
Mr.
And
Vampire
you-
Man, I got something
You
for you.
are looking quite tasty.
Hold, full stop, Mr. Vampire Man.
Whoa.
I happen to have a delicious morsel down the hallway that I think you would like to meet more than this puny little elf.
No, we didn't watch all the episodes.
And who would that be?
It's a giant crab man,
Man, you read my thoughts.
and he has informed me we were going to cook him personally, but I felt like he would be an excellent offering if we were to come across such a powerful warrior as you.
Are you telling me that you dare try to cook my friend Johannes?
Oh, God damn it.
That's not the name he gave us.
No, this is Alejandro. Do you know Alejandro?
I know not an Alejandro.
He's our friend down he's our, we met him down the road, and I gave him this,
You almost said friends.
and I gave him a gift to scratch his back. Do you know about the back scratcher?
Give me a charisma check.
Oh my god.
I think I got good charisma.
I really should have been having this conversation, but this is too
I
fun to
don't
watch.
have good charisma.
Oh.
I got
Yes, the shelled one in the next hall over. He is a dear friend of mine.
Oh,
He was the one to protect people from finding my tomb.
Oh.
so he's a friend of yours, but he's here to keep people away? Well, that's odd. But I gifted him a great, powerful scratching stick to ease his burden while he's here.
While that is nice of you, you have still awoken me.
You want to go
What
back?
penance shall you pay for this?
I have treasure.
We've got a bard. She can sing an awesome lullaby. You'll get to sleep even better than before.
Remember how we didn't get
Wonderful
that dress?
I pull the silver coffer from that previous room off my back, and I say, "Hey, I've got this treasure box. Would you like it?"
I care not for treasure.
I have a delicious giant not diseased rat that you can have.
I could totally play you a quick little lullaby, and you'll go right to sleep. You'll be fine. It'll be great.
Drink some rat blood, listen to some tunes, relax.
We're just all friends here.
We're like room service.
We want a nap too. Could we nap with you? Would that be okay? Could we all just have a nap?
I can juggle ghoul hands.
The walls were ringing. We thought that was just sort of how you get into the whole, sleeping mode.
Popolocas looks back and forth at the party. Yes, you may sleep. As he licks his lips.
Hey, before you attack us, I pull out my pyramid thing and I ask him, "Hey, have you ever seen this before?"
He reaches forward and takes the pyramid from your hands
and
examines it on all sides.
No. You look with your eyes, not your hands.
Please don't tell a vampire what to do.
Popolocas looks at the pyramid and he goes, "You carry a piece of junk."
Well, that's typical. I put it back in my bag.
Can I ask him if he enjoys gambling?
Oh God.
You may.
Popolocas, do you enjoy gambling?
I enjoy a good wager.
Okay. I bet that you can't get that axe out of the wall over there.
Well, of course you can't get it out. I was the one that put it there.
No, I said I bet you can't get it out.
Popolocas.
I'd like to see you get it out of the wall.
We actually already got it out and we put it back.
Yeah. He walks over to the wall. He grabs the axe and he pulls it out of the wall. Yeah. And then he promptly places it back into the wall. And he looks back over at the Dragon Man.
So, as he grabs it, I would like to smash him in the back with a warhammer.
What?
Yeah. I can see where this is going. He's definitely hungry. He's not going to negotiate. First strike.
I feel like that's an absolutely fair assessment of the situation.
Okay.
So his back is to me. He's fucking around with the axe. I'm gonna smash him right in the back. Back of the head. I'm aiming for the head.
And he's got flanking because I'm right next to him.
Were you there?
He was there.
I was right there, but I moved because he was on top of me.
Oh, okay.
16.
As you reel back to drive the warhammer home into the back of the vampire as he is pulling the axe out of the wall, the warhammer does connect with him, but it stops flat as soon as it hits him. And he turns around and he says, "You dare strike me," as he plunges the axe back into the wall. Roll for initiative.
I was trying to help you.
We could try to talk ourselves out of this combat.
3.
Hang on, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
This is my opportunity to get more beer. BRB?
Same.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. 5-minute break.
I don't know what that is. I just can't hear you.
Geez, we're here.
Light. Oh, good. Where I have the high roll. That's fun.
I'm back. To the people who are here, we may be in combat. How do y'all feel about running away?
I don't think that's going to work well for
That
us.
seems out of character.
I just want to involve Alejandro in this fight.
Jesus Christ, like the vampire's not enough?
So here's my thought process. If we involve Alejandro,
I'll stop you there.
Okay.
I'll remind you that when you activated the glyphs,
The doors are locked.
The door's shut and locked.
So if we can figure out a way to open the doors and involve Alejandro, it will also summon his guardian. And if we are not the ones engaging in conflict, maybe his guardian will kill the vampires for us.
I would assume the guardian would be on his side.
Right?
Unless he is guarding the temple to make sure that these guys aren't let loose.
He might have been funneling us. The guardian may have been trying to funnel us to the vampire so he could have something to eat.
That's also fair.
Because they are friends.
This is all assuming that we can even get the doors open.
Yeah. Which I do.
Unrelated. Any word from Alex?
Oh, I forgot to message him. Hold on. Give me like a sample day to say like, hey, can you do it on this day of the week?
Not Thursday, because we do this on
Well,
Thursday.
obviously.
Tuesday?
Let me see. Let me see what he said.
I know this is like an entire month before, but on March 8th, I will not be able to play on that Thursday.
See, that is good heads up.
Or is it? Actually, it's the 7th. But that Thursday, I will not be able to play that night. So. But that's 5 weeks away, so.
We'll get to it when we get to it.
Okay, are we looking at starting this upcoming Tuesday, the
No,
5th?
not this upcoming Tuesday. There's not enough time to prepare.
Yeah. So the 12th?
I think so.
I cannot do Tuesdays.
Oh, this is we're making an old man league for our dads, so it's gonna be
Oh, okay.
that.
We're gonna play D&D with our dads. It's
Hey
gonna
D,
be
are you
crazy.
on day side or night
Dungeons and
side?
Dads.
Actually,
Right
that's
now,
a way better name. Dungeons and
I'm on
Dads.
day side.
Okay. Do you know when that's going to change?
Hold on a second. Let me type this and I can tell you.
Yeah. And if it changes, will that affect our Thursday days?
No. So the next shift will be midnight to 8 a.m. So we can finish playing before I even have to leave.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're good. The only shift that affects me is evening watch because we have 3 shifts, and that's not until July.
Oh, okay. Well, we should be done with my portion well before then, so.
And then it'll be my problem. By the way, how do you feel, how do you think Davril's doing out there defending the town from zombies?
I think he's doing a pretty okay job.
Okay.
He's a pretty smart wizard.
Totally fine.
He's got help too. I mean, the guys there had managed to defeat at least a few of them. So
We'll see. He's got Grohl with him.
Right.
He's got Sildar, who doesn't have a sword because someone wouldn't give it to him. D.
he does not have Sildar.
And Gundren, the giant crossbow wielding dwarf.
That reminds me, I have to update my character sheet for like 3 levels by the time we get back to your game. Because at the end of your portion going into mine, we leveled up, and I never adjusted my character sheet for that.
That's gonna be
and
a
then
fun
by the
level
end of
up.
this, it'll be 2 more levels. So that's going to be a fun evening.
I have to ponder how I want to I have to figure out that transition. But I got a couple encounters ready for y'all.
Okay.
Assuming we live through this vampire fight.
Wow, you guys rolled pretty well.
Yeah, on something that does not matter.
Sure it does, because now we get a turn before we die.
Jeff rolled a 3, so
Yeah.
and I rolled a
We can go ahead and start. I'm sure he'll get back before then. All right. So initiative has been rolled. The round starts out with the vampire being very pissed off at Numeragas for trying to hit him with a warhammer. So Smoking is up.
Is that what Papa Lucas is a vampire?
Yeah, he is very, like, you don't even need to roll for this. He is very clearly a vampire.
Okay.
Thank you.
First, I'm gonna try and shoot Popo Locus with my longbow.
Okay. 16. All right. All right. As Numeragas attempts to smash Popolokos in the back with the warhammer and hits but misses at the same time, Smokeen readies a shot and fires it off at Popolokos. The arrow strikes him, but it manages to do no damage to him.
Cool.
Sweet.
Sweet. I don't know if I would know this in real life.
In real life or in game life?
In game life. I don't know if I would know something.
Roll for it.
What are you trying to do?
Well, I also don't know if I don't know. I don't know if what I'm thinking is actually a thing.
Well, if you want, you can try to whisper it to me. I'll just give you a yes, no on it.
In most occasions, from my perspective, if I was DMing, if you had hazy information, you didn't know if it was correct or not, I would say, you can act on your hazy information however you see fit because you have no idea if it's true or not.
I know it's a thing that used to be a thing.
It is not in this version.
Okay. Then I don't know what else to fucking do but shoot him again.
Okay.
There's a white.
I'll get him next.
All right. After the first attack connects into his shoulder, seemingly not phasing him at all, you follow through with a second shot. This time you strike him in the upper thigh, and he winces from the attack.
Ha! You just gotta chip away at him. And then I'm gonna Horde Breaker at the white. Oh, crit!
Do I have the right version? What is this?
Sean,
I'm sorry, Sean. You said you can. That's really weird.
I can.
Okay.
What?
Sorry. I was kind of talking to myself, but not at the same time. The green circle is their health for when you select them, right?
That's a good question, and I believe that is
you
yes.
can't Horde Breaker.
That's correct.
Oh yeah, they're too far away.
Okay. Oh, so you can't.
So no crit.
No crit.
That's a waste of a 20D. You can't waste those.
Waste your ones.
All right. Popolokos winces from the second arrow connecting into his upper thigh from Smokeen. The turn moves to Tila, the bard.
Yeah. Tila's gonna mock them. Because that's about all she's got at this point.
All right.
I guess I'm going to mock the big bad vampire for being more obnoxious than a whining gnome waking up from his nap too early.
What's my DC on that?
What is the DC?
You've got to click it to roll the damage, anyways.
I know.
DC 15.
Yes.
15. And that's a wisdom save. Okay.
Yes. Though he is an undead being that's been around for centuries. I'm not crossing my fingers.
As you attempt to viciously mock, Popolokos looks back at you and says, "Shut your mouth, you tiny little dwarf."
Told you a dwarf. It's harsh.
Jesus.
I am a whore, sir. Okay?
Filthy whore.
You will address me as
Harlot, Jezebel.
What was your insult? What was your insult?
Oh, that he was more obnoxious than a gnome or whining after he's woken up from his nap early.
Okay.
Stop being an obnoxious cunt.
All right. Will Tila do anything else?
Oh no, that's all she's got.
No movement or anything like that?
No, I'm good where I am.
Okay. All right. Moving on to Silmorn.
Seeing my companions engage with the vampire, I am going to think that someone probably ought to do something about his friend over here, and so I will.
Oh, that's right. I failed to roll his initiative.
It's obvious.
That's okay.
One.
He won't act until the beginning of the next round.
Cool.
Since I failed to roll for him.
So I'm gonna smash her with my hammer.
You're gonna smash at the what now?
At the white.
At the white?
I rolled a 26, so I assume it hits and does 11 damage.
One would assume so. Okay. So.
And then I'm assuming a 23 hits as well. And even though I rolled a natural 1 on my damage, it's still 9.
Okay. Well, you move in on the white and you swing your packed blade or packed maul. That's in the shape of a warhammer, you said?
Like a big two-handed hammer. That's
okay, big
what a
two-handed
maul
hammer.
is.
All right. Okay. I keep saying blade for some reason, but all right. You swing your two-handed packed maul at the white, connecting it on its shoulder. It stumbles in place. Taking its damage. Oops, that's not right. Sorry. All right.
I think that's everything I've got. I'm trying to sneak attack because D had me playing a rogue. But yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. Next up, we skip the white. Armin, you are up.
Really?
I forgot to roll the white, so I'm just gonna skip him till next round. He wasn't paying attention. He was just kind of like, huh.
He was dazed from waking up.
Yeah.
So, I'm confused about what it takes to deal damage to Mr. Man here.
Mm-hmm.
And he seems like a very important figure to my character.
Okay.
So I'm going to attempt to interrogate him. I want to know if I can cast a spell and then ask him a question in a aggressive way.
Okay, you'll need to roll an intimidation check on that.
Okay, so I want to cast the spell first.
Okay.
I want to cast Zone of Truth on him.
Okay. What do I need to roll against Zone of Truth?
Let's see. You create a blah, 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 blah. It's a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
And it is a 14.
Yeah, you've got to roll a natural 1 on a d20.
After it gets down to that.
Okay.
And it's everyone within a 15-foot radius. So myself and the Dragon Man have to roll it as well.
Is Silmorn should be in that as well, right?
I don't know. Let me measure.
Where did you target it exactly? On him?
On him.
So yeah, I'm in there.
Is the white in there? No, he's not. Okay.
Charisma save?
Charisma save.
Oh, hello, +6.
What's your saving throw check?
So it has to be a 14.
It has to be a 14. Okay.
So only the truth.
Only the
for
truth.
10 minutes.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So you've passed through the zone of truth.
And I immediately step up to the white and yell in his face, "How do we kill you?"
The white?
No.
You're too far from the white.
Not the white. Mr. Vampire. I'm trying to surprise him into telling me how to kill him now that he can only speak truth. So I get up in his face, I buck at him and say, "How do we kill you?"
Wow. I pull out some popcorn to watch this, by the way.
He responds with, "The only way to kill me is with water, sunlight, or radiant damage."
Okay, guys, everyone heard that?
Yep.
Anyone got some water?
You got water in your pants?
Yeah.
Oh.
Clay does have holy water.
I guess we could all pee on him.
Got rat water. If I rip the rat.
I vote
Well,
for
actually, the
holy
water has to be... I have to be standing in it at the beginning of my next turn.
Now, it's not a compulsion spell. He doesn't have to answer the questions.
It's he's telling the truth, though.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, he doesn't have to respond, but that's why I bucked at him and tried to intimidate him into responding.
I don't know how we'll get him there, but I know where water is.
Door's locked.
Oh, shit, yeah.
All right, will Armin do anything
Ask him how to open the door.
That's it. I'm not moving from this spot because I don't want to take an opportunity attack.
Wolfie's just got to be standing in it, the holy water on his feet, standing in water.
I think it's his turn now.
All right. After answering the questions that Armand had placed upon him with the Zone of Truth, he slightly does kind of a rolling stretch with his shoulders, and Armand and Numeragas just see a very slight blue aura just flash through him really quick.
Oh, good.
Did he, like, shoot an energy blast at us?
No, that's all you saw.
He's charging his fireball, guys. So
Oh shit.
Shit's about to get real.
He's charging the laser.
Are all the little pebbles around him slowly raising?
He turns.
Is his hair turning gold?
He turns to Numeragas.
Have you rolled yet, Scott?
I'm rolling now.
Can I use cutting words to stop whatever this mega shit is? I have one use of my bardic inspiration left, and I wanted to use it to affect your attack roll on this. Let me see if I can find it.
Water, radiant, and what was the other thing?
Okay.
Popolokas turns to Numagares and attempts to rake his claws across his chest, cutting at empty air as Numeragas deftly steps back from the attack.
Nice.
Light. It was light D.
Oh. Are we allowed to yell things if it's not our turn?
I'm actually not sure on that. Clay?
I would say only in response to someone yelling at you, if I were DMing, but that's kind of outside the bounds of the rules. It's totally your call.
Okay. Let's see.
I can just wait for my turn if it's that big of a deal.
Okay, yeah, just speaking as a free action, but you basically gotta wait for your turn for it.
Okay.
After raking the empty air, he attempts to bring his claws back across and catches Numeraga's across the lower midriff, dealing 8 damage as Numagara's kind of winces forward from the raking claw attack.
Okay.
That is his turn. Next up is Numeragus.
Give him a hug.
Do you have holy water, Jeff?
No.
Damn.
Someone does.
I can make holy water, but
no one has create water.
I've talked about I can make holy water. I've just never done it.
And I think it takes an hour or something, right?
Yeah. We talked about it that one time. You could do it in the town and have a couple bottles, but I think it costs money. I'm gonna do Sacred Weapon. Since
Okay.
he said that it's radiant attacks, right? Or is it radiant light?
You don't have any spell slots, though, do you?
He just said radiant.
Okay. Well, I do have Sacred Weapon, which is a channel divinity. I get one of those, so as an action, you can imbue one weapon that you're holding with positive energy using your channel divinity.
Okay.
For 1 minute, you add your. Sorry.
I do have a water skin. I assume we've all got canteens. Enough to pour at them?
Everybody, quick fumble your water skins open.
I'll do it next turn.
Okay.
I'll tackle.
So that's my turn.
Okay. So you imbued. So after taking the damage from the vampire, and after hearing his words of truth from Armin's spell, Numeragas leans forward, holds his hand on his warhammer, and imbues divinity into his weapon.
Yeah, I'm going to do like one of those things where I like pass my hand over it and it just starts glowing.
All right. Sounds good to me. Next up, actually, it's the top of the round. So, Smokeen, lead us off.
Okay. I'm gonna tell everyone or remind everyone that the pillars create a light, whether or not whether or not it's radiant or not, and I guess we can find out.
The pillars.
Yeah, they glow
Yeah.
if you touch them.
So we don't know if.
Oh, I'm also emitting in a 20-foot radius around me a bright light, and so 40 feet around, 20 foot is bright, and then 20 plus is
Dim.
Dim, yeah.
Okay. Is that just a regular light?
It just says bright light.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I would assume that the vampire wouldn't be super happy about that.
Okay.
Okay, well, for mine, I'm gonna touch this one, touch 5.
Okay. As you move forward and touch 5 and 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Both pillars light up a very low blue color, and they glow, and they emit a 10 feet of light out from each pillar. And you hear a slight ringing come from both pillars, and then they both cut out and nothing happens.
Yeah, I don't know that he was close enough to either one of them.
Well, it lasted for a while. Is the blue light the same light we saw before or not?
Yes.
I'm curious if we could banish him by pushing the lights in the order that we pushed them before.
That's why I hit 5 and 4, but they just cut right out. Well, I'm bad out of ideas, but I guess I'll still take my action and try and shoot the white.
Okay.
Oh, heck. 17.
Isn't he flanked?
Yep.
No.
It would just be one person, no.
And that doesn't
Okay.
count for archery stuff anyway.
Archery, you get flanking if 2 people are flanking melee with him,
Oh, that's right. Okay.
separate from you, but he's not being flanked. So
Okay.
17.
17. All right. You fire a shot off at Popolocas.
No, shooting the white.
The
Oh,
white.
I'm sorry, the white. The I have his character sheet still pulled up. You fire an arrow off at the white. Since the white was facing to the north, the arrow connects into his back between his shoulder blades, and he tenses up as the arrow hits him, doing the damage to him.
And second attack, 24 for 11.
You pull through and fire off a second shot. Hang on, now I have to do math.
Is it gonna Robin Hood that shit? Did you split the arrow that was already in its back?
You pull back and fire off another arrow. This one squarely catching between his buttocks.
He has a tail now.
Right in his ass crack.
He lurches forward slightly, screaming. He
Okay,
seems to be very hurt by this.
That's the end of mine. I'll be right back. Okay, tuck the
Okay.
line in.
Tucking in wee man.
Next up is our bard, Tila.
No. I'm going to try mocking the white.
Okay.
Yes. Just move. All right.
All right. What are you mocking the white about?
Oh, I just asked him why it gotta be white. What? Why you gotta be racist, man? It's not cool.
After taking the damage, he seems to be stunned enough that the insult just pierces straight through to him.
Right.
He looks very ticked off at the bard about being called out on being white.
Because why not?
He's going to attack you next turn.
Yeah, it totally is.
Next up is Silmorn.
Yeah, I guess that's my one action.
Do that thing where you kill whites.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's the thing I'm gonna do, I believe.
He's disadvantaged now.
His attack.
Yes.
But yes.
22 with 7.
That's a good damage roll.
I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. After being mocked viciously by the party bard, Silmorn takes his chance and he moves in on the white, connecting his packed maul into the side of the white, hitting with a very high. You seem to get really high rolls on your packed maul all the time.
He's got +7.
Yeah. Connecting. Strikes him in the right arm as the white is focused on Tila. The white stumbles very slightly as Silmorn winds back and strikes again at the white, catching him this time in the back.
Is it a dead white yet?
The white is still standing, stumbling slightly, but he still looks like he can fight.
And it's his
All right.
turn.
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right, we move on to the white. The white turns around on Silmorn, seeing, after taking several blows now from Silmorn, he wants revenge. He is looking to get back what he has lost.
He's going to
Give me a Constitution saving throw, Clay. At first, the white holds up a hand and just kind of starts very slightly just focused chanting on Silmorn, but Silmorn does not seem affected by it. He keeps at it again. Give me another Constitution save.
Ooh. Son of a bitch.
Silmorn looks down, looks upon the white, completely unimpressed with what the white is doing in front of him.
Completely unimpressed.
Do I get temporary HP as much as it would have been damaged?
If only that's how it worked, right?
Silmorn's just standing there.
From the natural 20 that Silmorn has rolled, he gets an attack of opportunity on the white since he seems so intent on trying to do something at the white.
And he swings it
Well,
good.
yeah. Boom.
Boom goes dynamite.
As the white is very hard concentrating on trying to drain the life from Silmorn, Silmorn takes the chance, brings his packed maul up, and brings it down upon the shoulder of the white in front of him. The white is now broken out of his trance. The white is now slightly hunched over, looking very, very hurt.
Very good.
It is now Armin's turn.
I can't even see the white, so this is disappointing. When the vampire was yelling his weaknesses, did he say holy water or did he say water?
He said water.
All right.
We just assume holy water can't hurt.
I have water skin.
Okay.
Filled with water.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to grab. I'm going to try to shove it in his mouth and squeeze all of it into his mouth.
Okay.
Gonna force feed him.
I'm gonna yell shots the whole time.
Shot.
Didn't he specifically say only when he's standing in it?
I mean, if he's standing in it and it hurts him, drinking it has to do something.
Yeah, it's like putting the inside to everyone.
So is there what kind of roll? Like a
that's a very good question.
like I'm trying to force it on him, so I'm really thinking athletics.
Oh, if you're forcing it on him, give me a grapple roll.
So that's a strength, right?
That would be a strength roll, but give me a grapple. Like, give me a... Would that be athletics?
Yeah, grapple is the attacker's athletics versus the defender's athletics or acrobatics, whichever they like.
Excellent. All right, so you ready for an athletics roll?
Yeah, give it to me.
13. That sucked.
13. All right.
And he has to contest it with his athletics or his acrobatics. So there's a chance I might not fail.
All right, as you attempt to shove the water skin into the mouth of the vampire in front of you,
Keyword attempt.
I'm yelling shots the whole time. I'm trying to.
Shots. He grabs your forearm and grabs the water skin and manages to wrestle it away from his mouth and shove you back, rebuffing the attack.
Am I moved at all from his
No,
shot?
you're not moved at all.
Okay.
He just kind of rebuffed it.
And I still have my water skin in hand?
You still have your water skin. It's just you're not doing your attempt force feed anymore.
Okay. I yell at him, shots, one more time, and then that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Next up is Popolokas. Popolokas, very unhappy with being attempt to be force-fed something that he did not want.
Oh, good. You pissed him off.
At least it wasn't Dragon Dick.
We can try that next round. Oh, actually, Jeff's turn is after this. We can try that next.
But before he attacks, he flexes again, and you see a blue aura just very quickly flash through.
That's good.
I wonder if that's his defensive thing that prevents him from taking damage. Because he hasn't shot a giant laser at me yet.
It's Harden. He's casting Harden on himself.
He's a fucking metapod.
Every round his AC check goes up by 1.
Oh, good.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That's discouraging.
That would suck. Anyways, all right. He reaches back behind him and he pulls an axe out of his belt, and he brings it up and he swings down upon you, Armin.
Does it look like the same axe that's in the wall?
It looks very similar.
Are they twinsies?
I think we could get 2 axes out of this, guys.
He brings the axe down upon Armand, and he connects. What kind of armor are you wearing, Armand?
Big heavy armor.
Big heavy armor. All right, chainmail.
That's a good question.
Plate mail, split mail,
chainmail.
Chainmail. He brings the axe down upon you. The axe connects into your chainmail, creating sparks as it drags across your chest.
That's not great. Does it do damage?
No.
But it didn't cleave your flesh, so better than if it
As he brings it down,
into your shoulder.
you twist in pain, taking 7 whole damage.
I'm not worried.
Your chest caves in.
It's more like
You
a scratch.
explode. You explode.
Your limbs fly off of your torso.
As he brings the axe down, he brings his other hand up, raking his claws across your face and throat.
I'm a little more concerned about that.
After taking the strike from the axe that he pulled out, you manage to lean back fast enough that the claws just rake empty air directly in front of your face.
Okay, and when he misses, I yell shots at him again.
Shots. That is his turn. It is now Numeragus's turn.
Okay.
I think
So
the dragon.
talking is a free action, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to say to the vampire, you're probably going to die here if you don't surrender. When to kill you. We've killed many vampires in the past.
Give me an intimidation roll.
Hey, Jeff, you're in zone of truth. You can't lie.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Damn.
Well,
Yeah,
Have we-
it's been 6 seconds. And you've got 9 minutes and 54 to go.
But you can say truthfully, we've killed every motherfucker we've come across in this dungeon.
That's true. We are very powerful, and we have killed everything that we've come across. Yeah, exactly what she said.
We cross swords with, whatever.
Fine.
We've killed a
Fine.
lot of things.
That's right. So far, nothing has stopped us, so I don't know why you would be any different. So,
Okay.
intimidation roll?
Intimidation roll.
11. Man, what's with the fucking rolls tonight? I got a 25 on the other one.
You got here on time, they might have been better.
As you attempt, well, I say attempt a lot. As you try to intimidate the vampire looks at you and says, Really?
you jive, motherfucker.
Like, really, as in, he doesn't believe it, or he's like...
As in, he's not quite sure. He's like, really?
Come on. You
Tell
guys...
Tell him your zone of truth. You can't lie.
That's
This
true.
is him not... This is the vampire not lying. Really?
No, well, no, Jeff telling him
No,
that he
no,
can't
Jeff.
lie.
Yeah.
Well, the vampire does not know this.
He knows he's under the effects of some terrible spell.
The vampire knows he is under the effects. He's not aware that anybody else is under the effects.
That's true.
Well, I will respond to his disbelief by smashing him in the face with the
Ooh. That's one way to go with it.
19. Yeah. And then I get to add my charisma bonus, so it's +3.
It's 22. Are you... Is this doing... What kind of damage is this doing?
12.
What
and it's
kind
my weapon is imbued with positive energy, so it's a positive energy attack.
Is
Okay.
it a radiant energy attack? That's what we're going for here.
Jeff,
Yes,
tell the
it
truth.
is.
You're in the zone of truth. You have to tell the truth.
Oh, sure. Now Sean needs to look.
It's glowing with holy light, and it's got positive energy coursing through it. Yes, it's radiant damage. It's assumed,
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
or at least holy damage.
All right. Give me
That's the
some
same
role
thing.
play on your strike.
It doesn't specifically say radiant.
Shut up, it does.
Give me a role play on your attack.
So as the vampire quits shaking his head, shakes his head, and says, "Really?" I say, "Really," and whip my hand out and smash him right in the side of the head. So
All
like
right.
I was holding into this hand, and just like a
Did you see that was... This is roll... Yeah, that's rolled at advantage. Okay. All right. As you swing out to smash the vampire on the side of the head, the warhammer absolutely connects. It connects so hard that it actually staggers the vampire, taking his damage.
So as I see the vampire stagger, I'm going to swing again.
Okay.
Multi-attack is nuts.
13.
So as you bring your weapon around to strike again, because he is staggering, he just kind of deftly just kind of flails over, and your attack swings wide.
Okay. Well, that's it.
We're at the top of the round. It is now Dee's turn.
Okay. This way so I can see him. I'm going to yell at Talokas, what is special about the axe? Why can't we pull it free?
Okay. He responds with, "It can only be removed when I am dead."
You're a vampire, aren't you dead now?
Semantics.
Well, yeah.
Vanquish, baby? We'll vanquish the shit out of you.
Will you do anything else?
Vanquish him? You have a skill for
I'm
that,
gonna.
right?
Yeah, it's totally what I do. I'm gonna empty my water skin at his feet, just under his feet,
Okay.
and that's all I'm gonna do.
You gotta move a little
Oh,
closer if you want to do that.
Oh.
Uh, Also, I'm gonna yell out at Clay's character since he also got affected by the. Is the truthiness like? Can you move out of the truthiness, or does it like stay with the people?
It's a zone. You can move out of it.
Oh, never mind. Then.
But I don't think he's done that. So if you want to get something out of him,
while I do this, I'm just gonna randomly yell back at Clay. Is there anything I can do to make you stop fucking with me?
I'm going to ignore the question entirely.
As I assumed.
Poor elf shuffles her feet.
All right, you move forward and you empty your water skin up under his feet. And you yell your question back at Silmorn, and that is your turn. Next up is the bard.
Did he react to the water at his feet as well?
Not yet.
Oh, well. So this has all happened. I just assumed if something was going to react.
Well, you just got to think that every round is second.
Yeah.
So.
Second, yeah. Fair enough. I would like to use my wand of magic missiles on
this
vampire dude.
Okay.
I've got
at first level, right?
I've got 4 charges left. I want to use 3 of them. Is it like do I have to expend a charge to use it at a higher level or?
Yeah. So what you'll do is you'll cast 1 for first level, and then another 1 for second level, and a third one for third level. So you'll have 1 charge left in it.
Yeah. Okay.
And you'll roll third level for it.
So you're just casting magic missile level 3, right?
Yeah. When you cast a roll, you choose the level. You're going to do level 3, which I believe is 5d4 plus 4.
No, it would be plus 5.
Plus 5. You're right. Yeah.
5d4
plus 5.
I think this should do a lot of damage.
As much as you thought.
I mean, I think that's
not bad.
I think that's pretty good.
Give me some role play on that one discharge.
All right, so this says this one's smart. I'm not fucking around anymore. Whips the wand out between her bosoms, points it at this motherfucker. Says, "How you like them apples?"
Shake your titties at him.
He hasn't earned that. For paying customers.
Paying customers only.
No one's gonna buy the milk if you just give it out for free.
Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free?
I'm not handing out milk or cows.
All right.
So I wave the wand in there and bring it down voraciously towards the vampire.
Roughly 9 to 12 missiles erupt out of the wand and all just directly arc and connect with the vampire. No way to stop it. He just takes each blow, just kind of twisting each way as each one connects. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm knocked on my ass a bit from the strength of the ball.
From the kickback, you're knocked back. But he takes each individual blow as he screams the entire time.
Hey guys, he doesn't like that.
Now he's really pissed.
You're just pissing him the fuck off.
No damage though, right? Or does he take damage?
He took the damage equal to what you cast.
Okay. But now he's just angry.
You're just pissing him off now. All right, moving on.
Sounds good. All
as Keela is riddling the vampire with magic missile blasts.
I'm gonna smack the white again.
All right.
Ooh.
All right. Getting very annoyed, the white still standing. You decide, enough of this shit. Enough of this. And you bring your packed maul back, and you bring it up like a golf swing in between the white's legs, connecting with a killing blow. The white ragdolls in the air and falls to the ground before he can even do anything.
Perfect. Now I'm going to measure some things and then get the right mouse cursor and walk over towards our good friend, the vampire.
The vampire.
The vampire.
Okay. Are you going to do anything when you move over to him?
Yeah, I think that what I'm going to do is bring my maul at him, and I'm going to use the brutal attack part of Great Weapon Mastery. So I take a -5 to the attack roll.
Okay.
And then +10 to the damage if it hits.
Okay.
So I roll a 21 for 20 damage.
Okay.
And that is a magic weapon if it matters.
Okay. All right. As you, after finishing off the white, actually, give me some role play on what you do here.
I don't do anything. Like, I just walk up and swing a hammer at him. This is no nonsense.
You are so done with this.
So done.
So done.
More than one round to kill. I don't even.
Someone can't even right now.
Yeah.
Can't even. So he walks up. He nonchalantly walks up and just swings his hammer, his packed down at the vampire. And you said that takes double damage?
+10. So yeah,
Plus
20.
10. Oh, so in this case, it is technically double damage. I'm going to assume that your packed weapon is a bludgeoning type.
Yes.
Okay. Are you taking 2 swings at it?
No, I only had one left, but I do have advantage. So if the second one was a crit, I wanted my extra.
Okay. All right. So you take a swing down at. You nonchalantly take a swing down at the vampire, thinking, enough shit, and you bring it down upon him. Oops. You connect the vampire. You hit him in the forehead, and that just riles him the fuck up.
Wait. Is it a 4-head or a 5-head? I really need to know.
5-head. He wears his hair.
5-head.
He wears his hair pulled back too much, so his hairline has started receding.
Yeah.
So he's got a 5-head now.
Here he measures that. It's a 4.5 head.
Sorry.
All right.
Are you?
No.
The vampire, completely surrounded, is now completely pissed off at everybody around. White is dead, so we move on. It is now Armand's turn.
So he is zoned of truth, and
yeah,
I'm just saying, another person has stepped in my zone of truth.
Okay.
That was not originally here and needs to make a check. D.
What is it a check for?
You need to roll a charisma check to make sure that you are telling, or that to see if you have to tell the truth.
Yeah.
Oh, you definitely have to tell the truth. I was gonna do something fun.
I'm gonna have mouth diarrhea of truth.
Wow.
I'm gonna ask him why he's such a little bitch, and he's compelled to tell the truth.
Okay.
And before he can, I'm gonna shove the water thing back in his mouth. Again.
Before he can answer?
Like, when he starts to answer, I'm gonna just shove it in his face.
Okay, well, you'll need to roll an athletics check on that.
Absolutely.
We're gonna do a grapple check against it.
6.
Excellent.
Right. I have advantage. I have advantage?
You do have advantage. Yeah.
23.
Yeah, right. So he goes, because you guys you just shove the water skin into his mouth and just squeeze it and just fill his mouth with water. It starts squirting out of his nose.
I mean, like shots the whole time.
He's just,
You're born.
Do any vampire boogies come out?
ancient snot starts just rocketing out of his nostrils just because it's been a while since it's been cleaned out, you know.
You know how it is.
All right, it is now Popolokos' turn.
Does he take any damage from that?
No, he doesn't take any damage. All right.
It was
At
worth
the top
it.
of the round, he flexes again, and a blue aura surrounds him, but this time it fizzles and just sparkles around him, and he looks surprised.
Okay.
And he just kind of looks down at his hands like, "What?" And he looks up at Silmorn, who just came in at him, and he takes the axe and he takes a swing at Silmorn.
Can I use
I'll let you know in a second.
Oh no. That's
Didn't you
fine.
use it last time?
No, she
No.
did not.
I did not. Weird. You're not wearing chainmail.
I'm annoyed my water trick didn't work. I thought he'd take damage or something.
He was just thirsty.
I mean,
At least the missiles did damage, but I have not.
at least his sinuses are clear, I guess.
So
Yeah.
he attempts
Okay.
to swing his axe at Silmorn, but because Armand was funneling water aggressively down his throat, he swings way too short, missing his attack. So he flails back with another attack.
Yikes.
But because he can barely see what he's doing, he swings real hard and lodges the axe into his own thigh.
He's a rock
Oh
star.
no. Oh, that's bad.
And that's why I don't have to say anything when I join a fight.
Oh no.
All right, it is now Numeraga's. You there, Jeff?
I'm here. Sorry.
You're up.
Okay.
That'll be fine. That's fine.
He needs a hug, man.
Who?
Mr. Vampire.
Yeah.
We killed his boy toy, and
I'm gonna, as a free action, I'm gonna give him another chance to surrender.
All right, roll an intimidation check on that.
I'm gonna say.
Oh, okay. So, well, you already rolled it. So I was gonna say you could do a charisma check or an intimidation check.
it was the
all
same
right.
thing.
Yeah, basically. All right. Give me some role play.
I'm gonna say we've killed your friend. Just go ahead and submit, or we're gonna pound you into the dust.
Okay. All right.
Promise, bro.
He looks at Numagaraz while pulling the water skin out of his mouth from Armand. And he's like, "You guys won't kill me?"
You have to tell him the truth.
No, the truth is,
as far as you know.
as far as I'm aware, we are going to destroy you.
That's
It's your
just,
last chance.
God damn it.
All right. So what are you saying to him?
I said, as far as I'm aware, it's your last chance.
A look of disdain just kind of crosses his face upon that answer as he glares at you.
Yeah, well. Enjoy your disdainful look as you take a warhammer to the side of the face.
All right, roll your damage. 15. All right.
Plus 3.
15
And it's
plus. Wait, 15
the-
plus 3.
Plus 3, yeah, for the charisma, and it's still glowing with holy energy.
Okay.
Magical glowing energy.
Okay. All right. So as you attempt to subdue Popolokas, you follow up with a side blow to his midriff, connecting your Warhammer. Warhammer hits hard, makes him double forward, and he lets out a gasp as the last of the water is just kind of draining from his nose and his mouth. He is very stunned at this point.
Okay. So he leans forward. I'm going to smash him again. Wow, that's almost identical to my last roll.
All right. Well, as you make him double over, you again try to strike, but from him lurching forward from your first strike, your attack sails cleanly over his head, missing completely.
Well, that's funny. So last time I rolled a 12 and a 13. This time I rolled a 13 and a 12.
Yay.
Is that your turn?
Damn it. Yes, that's my turn.
All right. Well, you're back at the top of the round. Smoking, lead us off.
Smoking.
Okay. Since I have truthy word vomit as a thing I'm gonna do,
Word salad.
I'm just gonna scream, "This is the kind of shit that makes me not trust powerful humans," and then I'm gonna hit him with the weed whacker.
Weed whacker.
Best sword name.
shit.
For crit.
All right, roll your damage.
I feel like he's a
Right in
plant.
the groin.
He's a vampire plant, right?
All right, give me some role play on this one and make it good.
Out of my truthy anger at this disformed, powerful human, I swing directly at his neck because, he's a vampire. He likes necks, so I'll like necks.
Okay, all right.
An abomination to nature.
All right, as Smokeen proclaims her disdain of humans, she brings Weed Whacker in for a very mighty strike, catching the vampire in the neck. The blade enters his neck, immediately lodging in, but driven by her absolute hate against humans, she continues to pull it down, completely decapitating the vampire. His body falls to the ground, and his head rolls away from the body. Combat has ended.
I call that dead.
So normally I wouldn't bring this up, but if he died by less than 5 points, he shouldn't have died.
He did not die by less than 5 points.
Alright. And I just don't want the fucking elf to have this to rub in my face. That's the only reason I said it.
Let's just say, all right,
Why should it be not 2d8 for...
Because when you roll a crit, you can roll your weapon die one more time, and what you're doing now is you're rolling 1d8 plus 1, and then an additional 2d8 for your crit.
The base damage was more than enough.
Oh, that's weird.
Mhm.
So I immediately go up to Smokeen and hug her and say, "Why do you hate me?
No, I like you.
I'm human. Why do you hate me?"
No, really. I'm in the truthy sphere. I
know
like
you
you.
are.
You're adorable.
Oh,
I'm not
no problem
going
with-
anywhere near that sphere.
And then I say, "Why do you hate Silmorn? He's human too."
Because he's a jackass and he's only half human. He's just he's fucking it all up.
I need to take advantage of this truth stuff.
Plus, he's kind of been a dick this whole time. He's not helping things.
You just can't help yourself with the truth, can you?
Well, I'm overhearing this, so when she calls me a dick, I say, to be fair, you started it. Came down to
I was drunk. Can you really blame me? I was very drunk.
Very drunk.
Also, Clay, this is like a special vampire creature, so it doesn't quite work the same way as a regular vampire.
Oh no, I'm not worried about the mechanics. I seriously was worried about the role play. If she didn't do it, then I didn't want her to have it hanging over my head that she killed it.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Okay, well,
I helped a lot.
You did.
while D and Silmorn and Smokeen are bickering, I immediately take out my knife and start sawing off one of the vampire hands.
Immediately.
I've already removed the fangs, so.
And I saw off the hand, I take the hand, I put it on the axe on the wall, and I try to pull off the wall with it.
Wow.
Hang on a second. Let me use the bathroom real quick.
Stop ripping shit off the walls.
Sean, while he's pottying, I don't know if you saw the message on Discord. Alex is in.
Okay.
For the 12th.
12th. I will post in. I will communicate that to my dad.
Okay.
This is gonna be hilarious. So
I need to watch these.
For those not in the know, we're gonna do a Dads and Dungeons thing.
Dungeons and Dads.
And
yeah, I like it.
It's gonna be something. And I'm gonna record it because that's what I do.
This one might actually be worth watching.
And we're gonna start at level 1 and
see how far they get before flipping the table.
Yeah, actually, and we're gonna do character creation as a group.
Sometime soon, I'll go over there though and set Dad up with a Discord and all that sort of stuff. I still haven't sent him the character book or the player's handbook though.
Okay, I am hoping that my dad can figure out Discord because I'm not driving to Florida.
It should be easy, but luckily mine's right around the corner, so.
You ought to start them off as children.
That's
but they're old.
I know, exactly. They would start as children characters. After work.
Also, to make them feel less bad, do you want to change the name of the channel from Old Man's League to Dungeons and Dads?
I already told my dad it was Old Man League, but we can change it.
I mean, I refer to it as Old Man League for him, but
I think Dungeons and Dads is a good name, and we will definitely.
That's what we'll call the YouTube.
Yes,
thing,
absolutely.
Dungeons and Dads.
All right, so you've got a dead vampire in the room, dead white as well.
Vampire
An
has
axe lodged into the wall. As the vampire crumples to the ground, the poison in the room just completely dissipates, and you hear a rumbling in the room.
Is the door open?
That's a good question.
Okay, I don't care. I'm sawing off the vampire hand, and I'm going to try to use it to pull the axe out of the wall.
Wait, you're taking the vampire hand?
Yes, I'm sawing it off, and I'm using it to grab onto the axe that's stuck into the wall, and I'm going to pull on it to try to get it out because he said only he could remove it. I think.
Good idea.
That's not quite what I said, but okay.
And
good idea.
Do I need to roll? Anything?
No. All right. So you go. You take the hand off and you grab the axe, and it very easily comes from the wall.
Hey guys, I got an axe.
Okay.
He had another one too.
It's in his belt.
We have 2 axes.
I say it's in his belt as I flip the vampire over and start peeling the skin from the back.
From
vampire skin, man.
Is there anything else of value on the vampire?
I'm sorry, what?
Is there anything else of value on the vampire?
Yes.
The skin.
Other than his teeth and his skin and his axe.
I want to search him. Then I mean, like, what is it?
Okay. All right. Well, searching the vampire, you notice that he's wearing bracers. You take the bracers, and very easily, you notice that they are these.
Bracers of defense.
Oh, those are sexy. Oh.
Yeah, they're basically for arcane casters or Kensai's.
Or monks.
Or monks.
Yeah.
Also, as you notice that he's wearing the bracers, you see a ring on one of his fingers.
All right, can I pull the ring off of him and look at it?
Yeah. That is the ring that he's wearing.
Do I know what it is?
We're gonna say for the time being, no. It is a very intricate ring that looks more like than it is just a regular ring.
So
But I'm gonna give you that for the time being.
With a nondescript stone in the middle of it.
Yeah, like you can put it on and an effect will happen, but you don't know what the effect is gonna be.
What color is the stone?
The stone is red. It's kind of a fire burst kind of red stone.
Then it's probably a spinel.
Inlaid in a golden, like kind of a golden signet ring.
Seeing Clay looking over the body, I yell out, "Hey, did you find anything? Remember, you're compelled by the zone of truth."
Yeah, there's some bracers here that probably wouldn't be useful to any of us, but that wizard that stayed back in town might like them. And there's also a ring, and I don't know what it is.
Did you try putting it on?
I didn't. I didn't want to rob you of your joy.
Everyone deserves a turn at joy. And you know this is the truth, because I'm in the zone of truth.
Do you want a shot at it, Dragon Man?
A shot at the ring?
Yeah, at happiness. Your turn for happiness.
Do I want happiness?
You have to tell the truth.
Yeah.
Let's roll for it. Like, for real, in-game. I've got a set of bone dice.
Wow.
Okay, so you don't know if you want happiness or not.
No idea.
I figure everybody should have a fair shot.
All right, so just keep in mind, for whoever puts the ring in their inventory, it has a red stone in it.
Okay, I'll take it.
Let's go.
All right, Jeff got it.
Is there anything special about the axe?
Hey, Tila,
Which axe?
There's 2 axes.
Huh?
Do you wear any armor, Tila?
No,
She runs around naked
not really.
the whole time.
So she could use the bracers.
She's wearing leather armor.
Aren't those heavy bracers? Yeah, I can't wear anything over leather.
It doesn't matter. The issue is if you're wearing any armor or using a shield, the bracers don't function.
It's for unarmored classes so that they can have a little bit of extra.
Hey, Jeff, did you loot the axe off of the vampire man?
I did not. I noted it and set it to his shirt.
Okay, I want to investigate.
Well,
the axe.
you notice the axe in the unchopped off hand of the vampire. He lays headless on the ground.
I investigate the axe that I pulled out of the wall.
Okay.
What do you see?
Nothing. I rolled a 13.
No, you notice the battle axe is a blade of bronze, and the haft is wound with snakeskin wrappings. Being a cleric class, you can very easily tell that there is a magical component about the axe, but you are completely unsure of what.
Is an axe a simple weapon or a martial weapon?
Martial.
I thought
Martial.
an axe is martial.
If it's a battle axe or any sort of combat-related axe.
I only have simple weapon proficiency.
Okay.
So, and I typically don't use weapons. I shove flasks of water in people's face.
Right.
Obviously.
All right.
Does anyone want to take a look at the other axe? See if it's different?
Yes.
Yeah, let's compare them side by side.
That's a good idea.
Yes.
So, who's picking the axe up?
We're not.
I will pick it up.
I will put the other one next to it.
All right, tell me what you're doing.
So as I tell Dragon Man, hey, don't pick it up yet. Let's put them side by side and do a analysis of them side by side to see what makes them different, in hopes of gaining advantage on this roll.
Okay.
I'm going to grunt and agree.
As you put the axe down on the ground next to the other axe in the dead vampire's hand, they look absolutely identical.
We have 2 magical axes.
Is he holding the magical axe from the wall by the hand or by the actual weapon itself? Like, is the hand still gripped around the handle of it, or?
No.
So the axe that the dead vampire is using, he is still gripping, even though he's beheaded and on the ground bled out.
What about the one Sean's holding?
I've discarded
Sean, are
the
you holding
vampire.
that?
I've discarded the vampire hand,
So you're holding it free-handed.
but I'd like to know if I can pick it up free-handed, because if not, I have another plan. Am I able to lift it without the vampire hand?
Yeah. You
It
can
doesn't do like a Thor's hammer thing and just sinks ground and you can't move it.
No.
If it did, I
No.
was going to take some of the vampire skin and wrap it around the hilt.
That's a good idea.
I think we have two
Okay.
magical axes, guys. Does anyone know how to juggle?
I do.
Why would you juggle them?
Okay, so Sean, you have the
Sheila
axe that you pulled
almost
out of the
certainly
wall.
knows how to juggle.
Yeah, but why would you?
You should
I don't-
juggle
I don't-
magical axes. That's
Yeah,
why.
Why?
Jesus Christ, I'm not in the zone of truth. Y'all are drunk. That's what's happening over there. The zone of truth is a bottle of whiskey,
Actually,
isn't it?
Jeff has absolutely told the truth. I want to see axe juggling of magical axes.
Okay. Well,
Can
all
you?
right. So does someone attempt to pick the axe up off the ground?
I hand Jeff my other axe. I say,
Okay.
"Hey, let's see the juggling." I'm excited.
As you attempt to hand Numeraga's your axe, a cold sweat breaks off across your forehead, and you are unable to let go of the axe as you attempt to hand it
Oh, I'm cursed.
to Numeraga's.
Bum, bum, bum.
And this was the axe that was in the wall, right?
Correct.
Okay. The other
wait.
one is still lying on the floor.
So wait, which one did he just pick up barehanded?
He has had the one that was pulled out of the wall, the one that was initially in the wall when
So which
you guys
one?
entered the room.
Which one could he not let go of now?
The one that was in the wall that he
Okay.
pulled out of the wall after the vampire died.
So now that he's touched it with his bare hand, he can't let go of it.
Correct.
Sean, are you like swinging your arm around like you're trying to let go of the hammer?
Yeah, I try to throw it. I'm like, fuck, and I'm gonna.
Well, all right. You managed to throw the axe, but you feel compulsed to immediately go over and pick it up.
So I throw it, and then I just immediately waddle over and grab it and pick it up. I'm like,
Yes.
I'm fucked up. I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna burn my last level 3 spell slot to try to remove curse on
Oh,
the
shit.
magic item.
I'm gonna
Okay.
grab the vampire's hand and walk over there and try to use the vampire's hand to take it out of Sean's hand.
But you're
that's
gonna
a good
take the
idea.
vampire's hand.
Let me before you do that, let's resolve what Sean's do.
Yeah.
At your touch, all curses affecting one creature or object end. If the object is a cursed magic item, its curse remains, but the spell breaks its owner's attunement.
Oh, I thought it broke the curse on the. I thought it removed the spell.
You can now put it down.
Okay, well then I put it down and then I pick it up to see if I'm cursed again.
Yep.
What? Did you just waste that spell then?
He did. He absolutely
Yes. Hey, I didn't remove the curse from the weapon. It stuck to me again.
I think the axe is cursed with feeble mind.
I think that I have a feeble mind, and I'm in
I
the
think
zone of
he
truth,
might be
so I'm
cursed,
compelled to say that.
did. All right. Okay, so you guys have killed the white and the vampire. You have picked up a cursed axe. There is still a cursed axe on the ground next to the dead vampire, as well as the slightly open crypt in the middle of the room. A rumbling has occurred within the room, which leads the party to believe something may have happened with the doors.
Okay,
Before
I
we
want to
go-
look inside the crypt.
Okay.
Clay, are you still going to do the vampire hand thing to try and get it off of him? Now that
Yeah,
you
I
picked it
still
up
like-
a second time?
We want to try to take the axe out of Armand's hand using the vampire's hand, the same
Okay.
way he pulled it out of the wall,
Well,
basically.
As you attempt to do that, Armand just immediately pulls the axe away, and he's just like, "No."
He says, "My precious."
It's my precious.
Oh, good. It's that kind of curse.
All right then.
I don't know what came over me.
I'm gonna pick up the one off the floor with the vampire's hand and chuck it in my backpack.
Okay. Well, as you remove it from the other hand of the vampire, the axe crumbles to dust.
God
Oh, no.
damn it.
No,
That's why we
no.
can't have nice things.
Hey guys, it broke.
All right. Smokeen is looking inside the crypt. Smokeen, give me an investigation check.
What did you bring?
Oh, yeah.
7. Looking inside of the crypt in the middle of the room, the colossal table is pulled about halfway back, so about 10 feet back. So it's, half lit up, half kind of dim light, but you can still kind of see in there. You see several other skeletons just kind of scattered about inside. They don't look natural to the environment that they are in. They look like they were probably put there purposefully, kind of, not as a kind of respectful ceremony, but they were chucked in as kind of an afterthought.
Okay, I'm gonna try and pick up one of the skulls.
Okay.
You want me to grab it with my mage hand?
No.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Too late. She grabbed it with her fingers.
Yeah.
I mean, she did.
Well, so you reach in and you pick up one of the skulls. And one of the skulls you pick up is in the dim light. So as you reach in and pick it up and pull it out, you notice that there is a mask on the skull that you pulled out. The mask looks like a general kind of fancy mask that just covers the eyes and the top of the nose, nothing really else. And it seems to be inladen with several fragments of onyx and dark opals and jade discs and stuff. It looks like a very decadent mask, like it was worn to a party of some sort.
Ooh, sexy.
A masquerade, perhaps. As in vampire, the masquerade.
It looks like it is a very expensive looking mask.
If you had
Okay,
to guess
I'm
an expensive amount of,
Well, it looks very from looking at it, it looks very decadent.
I think we can melt that down, guys.
Ooh, shit, you're right.
Do we want to risk another curse by lifting anything else out of here?
She already picked it
Yeah.
up with her hands.
I want to look in there too, and I've got see in the dark vision.
Okay, well, give me an investigation roll then. All right.
Because I have perfect vision in the dark, do I get advantage?
All right. You look inside, and after seeing your slight nemesis elf friend pull out a very decadent, expensive-looking mask, you look inside and you see a potion laying just inside of the rib cage of one of the skeletons on the inside. It looks very red and bubbly. It's just kind of giving off a constant look of carbonation, kind of like it's constantly just kind of bubbling within a sealed tube.
Oh, you found a Coke.
I'm gonna grab that for sure.
Okay.
And is there anything else of interest in there?
No, that's all you saw.
Who got the killing blow on the damn
I did.
vampire? Okay, it
That
was okay.
Smoking. So
I guess it would be a re-dead if I killed it, huh?
Did anyone check the
Right.
white?
I don't think we've rifled through him.
No.
as the party looks over at the white, it looks like a dead white, and there's nothing.
I go over and kick him and say, "Next time, have treasure."
The white body rolls over, and a one gold piece rolls out of his pocket.
Excellent, good job. I pick it up and then I drag the vampire to the pile, or to the white. I throw them back in the crypt, and I say a prayer to my God to have mercy on their souls.
As you do this,
Oh shit!
nothing happens.
You son of a bitch! Swear to God, this is baby mimic all over again. Stop fucking us.
I have to say,
Baby
I have to
mimic.
say rights to the dead, and they are definitely dead.
They are definitely dead. All right,
That's true, Clay. I kick it again.
you have killed a vampire and his white companion. You have found several pieces of fantastic treasure. What will the party do next?
Can we get out of this room before it locks us in again?
Hey, should we take the head of the vampire to Alejandro?
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Yes, we absolutely
Are you
should.
friends? Are we going to use this as a threatening thing?
No. We're gonna be like, we found this. Was this a friend of yours?
Not you four. You've all been in the zone of truth still.
It's
Yeah,
a
fucking-
zone of truth. If we move out of the zone, then we're not truthy anymore. Although I casted the zone of truth on the vampire, so the zone of truth might be on the vampire's head.
Oh,
I'm just glad that I'm not word vomiting anymore.
All right. So what do you guys want to do?
We should take his head.
Okay.
well, we
Okay,
thought
and then
this
let's
was-
leave.
All right.
We're gonna go see Alejandro.
Do you guys want to rest, or do you want to go
Yes.
straight to Alejandro?
I
I
trust
think that we
Alejandro.
should rest so people could have,
Be able to
Well-
do things.
Oh,
and
is,
stuff.
does anyone need a quick
Spells.
heal? Because I got 4 level 1 heal slots still.
I just need spell slots back.
Like, has anyone taken damage other than me?
I took 5.
I think all of the dudes in the party took damage.
Does
I took
okay?
a little bit.
Who wants to pick me up? Because I got 4 spell slots at level 1.
Well, I mean, if you guys are gonna do a long rest,
I want to be healed for the long rest.
That's right, burn them.
All right. What is my spell?
I agree with that.
Or are we doing a short rest?
Cure wounds.
well, if you're gonna restore any spell slots, you guys will need a long.
Oh yeah.
I think we got to do a long rest.
I'm healing Jeff first. You get 7 back.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna do a long rest, do you need to heal people?
Yes.
For random encounters.
All right.
Clay,
if you
you're
guys are
next.
gonna do a long rest happens. Refresh your spell slots.
I'm healing everyone first, so if we have to fight during the long rest, we'll be full.
Tila, roll me a d20.
I'm healing everyone first. Clay, you're at full.
Is anybody hungry for some vampire ribs?
No.
And I gain 11, so I'm full now too.
Okay.
You make it through the long rest peacefully.
I also
Yay.
meditate and change my spells.
All right. You have done your long rest. Would you like to go back to Alejandro now?
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm making
Okay.
a point to say, during the long rest, I meditated with my god so I could swap out my spells for something hopefully more useful.
Okay.
How do I restore my? Oh,
You should be able to go to your core spell sheet and just kind of.
That's what I'm doing.
How do I reconcile it with the demon? Aren't I supposed to like roll for dimensions to get?
Oh, for your wand? Just roll for it, like in the chat.
I don't know what to roll for.
So
Mhm.
you've got your wand of magic missile. I actually
Yeah.
don't. So did you? Oh, you manually rolled that. I don't know what its daily recharge is, but it should give you
And
a. It should
We're
give you
looking at
kind
it
of
right
like.
now. One d6 plus 1.
Expended charges daily. Dawn.
Generally after the long rest.
Yeah.
Is it fair to say that dawn has come?
Yes, it is the dawn of the next day. But
So 1d6.
while you don't know that, you just kind of feel it from just general sleep wake cycles.
Yeah, well, I mean, like it'd been a day and a half of travel, and then we're in here for a
Nice.
few hours, so it seemed like the end of the day, and we'll wake up.
Yeah, you can assume that. You can assume that.
So that's my roll to see how many charges I get to get back on the.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not keeping track of your the charges that the wand has. So
I am. It's I have them on my page and. you can
Okay.
find-
okay, all right. So whatever they are.
Okay.
All right. So you guys are going back to Alejandro.
Time to go harvest some crawfish skin.
So I'm going to ask him what his relationship with the vampire is.
Alejandro responds, "That guy's weird. He told me if I let anybody into his room, he'd kill me."
And keep in mind that he is no longer under my control with the suggestion, so he's total free will now.
Okay, yeah. Basically, that guy's weird. Like, he just wanted to sleep, and I just wanted to guard my room, just to make sure the guardian didn't awaken. So I told him to go to this room over here and take a nap on a table. And he told me that if anybody woke him up, he would kill me. So I don't really give two flips about that guy.
Well, you don't have to worry about him waking up and killing you, because he woke up and we killed him.
Oh, well, that makes my job way easier.
Glad we could help.
We are true friends. I can't speak that though.
Well, since you guys have done me a favor, I guess I will do you a favor.
Oh.
To the north, there is a room full of beetles. I don't much care for beetles, but, they made their nest there, and I tried to get them to, not do that, but they did it anyways. But they told me that if you just walk through the room in a single file line and not disturb any of them, they'll leave you alone.
Oh, well, don't worry about that.
You don't know what he said.
Oh, yeah. He just gurgled.
Think of a murloc.
So, before we go, Alejandro, are you powerful enough to turn the elf into a human?
Oh my god.
I mean, me? No. My guardian might be able to, but he's not going to wake up unless violence is committed within this room. But if violence is committed within the room, he's going to go on a killing spree and probably kill all of us.
Oh, well, let's not wake him up, but next time he does wake up, ask him to change the elf to a human for me.
I'd like to know what constitutes violence.
Define violence.
Like, if I boop someone, is that violent?
Yes.
Armand starts talking at Alejandro, but Alejandro just hears wah, 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 wah. Alejandro turns to someone and he goes, "What is this foolish human saying?"
I have no idea, man.
I go up to Alejandro and I do something really stupid. I burn a 3rd level spell slot.
No.
To cast tongues. So
to
that
cast what?
To cast tongues.
Tongues?
Yes.
He can speak.
Are you licking him?
No.
The spell grants a creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears. Okay,
Oh,
all right. So
I grant Alejandro the ability to understand any language.
You tongued him.
I tongued him.
All right. So Alejandro looks about the room and he's just like, What's going on?
I have blessed you by my God. You can now understand me.
Alejandro turns to you and because while he can understand any language, you can't understand him.
Well, that was definitely.
Silmorn, as he says to Silmorn, "What the hell is going on?"
Everyone should be able to understand them, because more when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language and can hear the target understands.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Jeeves. That wasn't a complete waste.
It'd been super funny if it was, though.
So we can understand him now?
Yes.
Only for an hour.
So
he's
he's waving his tendrils in the air, going, "What the hell is going on?"
You can understand us now. I've granted you a great gift.
How long is this gift gonna last? I've done this before.
Oh no.
In Undercommon, I'm gonna say to Alejandro, it's not such a great gift. Now the elf will talk at you, but no one else can understand that.
Well, yeah, Alejandro's going to respond in Undercommon. What is an elf? Is it this pointy-eared creature I see over here with the bow?
And we understand what she says, or what he
Yes.
said.
Yes.
Hey, they're talking about you.
Yeah. I noticed. Hey, yeah, I'm the elf. What's up?
Greetings, elf.
Hi. Why are y'all talking about me?
Yeah. What's up? Can I help you?
Importantly, don't trust anything that comes out of this guy's mouth.
What?
He really likes fucking with me.
I grab the elf aside and like, why are you trying to fight with him? Why are you trying to cause
I'm not
problems
trying
here?
to fight with him.
You're gonna make Alejandro not like us. Be cool.
Yeah. No verbal violence, okay?
We don't actually know.
Hey, I'm cool with Alejandro.
So Alejandro responds with, so you ended the vampire that was in the room to the east.
Yeah, he was a dick.
That guy is really a dick. I'm glad I don't have to deal with him anymore.
So Alejandro, can you show us how to get to the next floor?
Yeah, sure. Let's go. I can easily show you how to get to the next floor. Just follow me.
Okay.
Alejandro moves to the northern door. He takes his tendrils and he opens the door against the 20 plus inches of dirt and silt upon the door, opening it up with utter ease. And he moves into the following. I think roll 20 froze on me.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, there we go. All right. He moves into the room and he sees the floating dead eel in the lake before you, and he goes, "Oh, you guys took care of this guy."
We can't go into that
It
room.
won't let us through the door.
Oh, right, because you guys didn't make it through that door.
Only Alejandro.
There you go.
We've got a new friend.
Do you eat fish,
So I-
Alejandro?
I'm more of a ground feeder, if you will.
I'm sure there's something to eat at the bottom of this water.
I got this dead rat in my bag.
Follow me, as he says, moving to the north.
The rat is now dead.
He moves to the room and he goes, "Oh, you guys figured out the secret in this room."
Oh, wait, I went the wrong door.
It's hard to keep up with Alejandro. He moves fast.
He's very quick. He's very quick.
So I seems to have frozen. There we go.
Uh-oh. Well, we'll just do that.
No,
Oh no, I was there we go.
Teleportation. All right. He sees that you guys have found the secret entrance. Oh, man. You guys don't even need my help. As he crawls up the wall and moves to the secret entrance. He continues moving north. And sees all of the decimated zombie bodies on the ground as you guys move through the northern corridor. And he goes, "Are you sure you need my help?"
We just like having you around.
We like your company, man.
He moves in and he sees the two dead bodies of the martial adepts and he goes, "Oh, wow. I thought those guys were statues on that table."
We can't go in
we're
this
stuck
door
behind
either.
the door again.
Oh, right, because you guys came from the other way.
Dum dum.
Wah, wah. And then Alejandro's like, "You know what? Let's go to the east door here. That'll take us where we need to go." As he moves up and he moves through, and he moves north into the fire beetle's lair. And he sees all the fire beetles and he's just like, "Hey guys, act cool. These guys are with me."
We already made friends with them.
Well, you made friends with one of them.
The rest of them liked me.
The rest of them are gathered around the eastern door, still seemingly waiting on something, but they're not quite sure what. Alejandro goes, let's keep moving north. And you guys... Are you guys able to go through that door? Okay. All right. As Alejandro moves through the northern door, everybody sees about a very steep set of staircases that lead north in an upward sort of fashion. Everybody, stick with Alejandro.
I would like to, but it won't even let me move.
Yeah, no. I'm still stuck in Alejandro's room.
Oh, really?
We'll do a catch up. Let's do a catch up after we get done with this, I think.
The whole thing's frozen for me.
Yeah, the movement is really lagging. Crazy. It's killing me.
Yeah.
All right, so we're all in the beetle room.
I'll trust you. My page won't load.
She's there. She's with us in spirit.
Oh wait, you're with us in the beetle room.
Oh, yeah, you are there. So you must really have some lag.
So, side note,
I moved everybody.
Ah.
Are you caught up with us, Pikey?
I think my map's playing nice for the time being. Yes.
Okay. All right. So Alejandro is like, all right, fire beetles aren't going to mess with you guys. I can't go any further north. I have to go back and guard my god's room. The guardian's room. I can't. Technically, I shouldn't have left, but I did because I wanted to help you guys out. You see the staircase to the north here. You guys can go up that and everything. Armand, 2 for north.
Oh, sorry.
But I'm going to go back and guard my room to where I should be, but you guys can keep moving north, so I'll leave the rest to you. And as he says that, Armand retreats through the south, back to the room that he was initially in.
Bye, Alejandro.
Thanks, Alejandro.
Bye, crab man.
So in front of you, let me... Before everybody starts moving... All right, so you see a set of the group sees a set of staircases that leads northwards and upwards, which gives you a general sense of relief of, oh, we're actually getting somewhere. We seem to be moving upward. Does anybody want to take movement upon that?
I typed it in chat, but I'll say it out loud now.
Oh,
Armin,
sorry.
I told you the stairs were the right way out.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
You don't listen.
Now,
Yeah, but this way we got to kill a vampire.
boys never take directions.
So, as far as me never taking directions, I counter that with, I will race you up these stairs.
You're on.
Nothing terrible will happen from this.
It's never
nothing
happened
at all.
before.
And I guess we race up the stairs.
Okay.
Athletics?
Do we need a roll?
Athletics.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
All right.
Oh, wait,
So
no, I rolled a 3.
So as
Eat shit.
Armand and Smokeen are racing up the stairs, Armand gets a great head start and hits about here as Pikey gets about halfway up.
Not Pikey, Smokeen.
Smoking.
I'm sorry, Smokeen. Smokeen gets about halfway up while Armand clearly tears ahead. But upon Armand getting up about the 5th flight of stairs, they notice or they feel a slight rumbling as something moves towards them.
I keep it moving. I'm not scared of any rumbling.
No, stay where you are.
Never mind. I'll just stay right where I am.
You are paralyzed with fear.
Sorry, I gotta check something.
I'm paralyzed with interest.
So do either of you have a passive perception of 14?
Oh yes.
I have a 13.
13?
I don't know how to check that. Hold on.
That should be on your character sheet.
Over to the left.
Yeah, it should be on the left side. You should see the number. It should be above your tools, but below your skills table.
Oh, 15.
15. All right.
I'm gonna die.
How?
Goddamn Rangers, that's how.
All right. Everybody.
Roll for death.
Everybody needs to roll me an initiative.
The vampires come back.
Break all my tokens.
I see him in the turn order. He's here to kill us.
I'll be right back.
He is going to kill everyone.
Are we still carrying around his head?
Yeah.
Who? I don't remember who has his head, but yes.
Yeah, I don't think we officially gave it to anyone, but
I think Sean has it.
Sure.
nope,
All right.
he doesn't have that copper bar to carry around.
Yeah.
All right. So, as Smokeen and Armand are racing up the stairs, they notice something at the very top of the stairs starts coming towards them and starts rolling down. It is a giant log lumbering down the stairs at them. Smokeen notices this immediately, but since Armand is in front of her, she is unable to call out to him to get to him in time. Give me a dexterity saving throw, Armand.
Not my best stat.
Oh.
Actually, dexterity is the worst stat I have.
It's not a bad. Could be worse for your worst step.
As you are racing up the stairs, Armand is completely caught off guard by the rolling piece of lumber coming down at him. It strikes him across the chest, laying him flat and prone against the stairs. He takes 27 damage. And roll. Do you know how to roll percentage die?
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 27?
Out of what?
No, I mean, is it 27 damage?
27 damage.
Okay.
Ow.
That hurt real bad. Roll
me a percentage die. 46. All right. You managed to hold on to the weapon in your hand, but you are laid flat against the floor. Smokeen, seeing it coming, was able to deftly jump above the rolling timber coming down the stairs. Silmorn, roll me a dexterity saving throw. 7. Unable to see it, even though he saw it coming, he wait in time. Silmorn, take 27 damage from the rolling trap.
We're all right, guys. I'm gonna band-aid us up after this.
Yeah.
Us?
I'll come help you a little.
Like,
all right. At the base of the stairs, the rolling log comes flying down and slams into the door frame right before Pikey and Numeraga's, doing no damage but surprising them.
What was that, Numi?
What determined who got hit there?
A dexterity saving throw. Anybody in the staircase had to take a dexterity save.
Danielle just jumped over it without a save, right?
She saw it coming.
Her passive perception exempted her from the saving throw. Actually, what was your what's your passive perception?
9.
9. Okay, so you have to take a DC against it. Her passive perception was a 15, so she didn't have to roll. She was able to dodge.
Okay, I thought it was the initiative thing, and I'm like, they got the same thing, and you didn't. And Sean did.
Well, it was the initiative was the order in which the damage happened.
Okay.
Oh, you should roll me a percentage as well.
Make him drop his packed weapon so he has to resummon it.
All right. Well, he manages. Well, unless it falls within 5 feet of him, but he made the save on the percentage roll, so he manages to hold on to whatever weapon he happens to be holding.
I wouldn't have been able to let go of my axe anyway, right?
But you would have had to go back and
you
would have been compelled
I would
to
have
go.
been compelled to go find it.
All right.
Hey,
Oh God, I wonder what happens if it breaks.
All right. So Armand and Silmore have taken considerable damage against the rolling trap.
Okay. I can move now, right?
Yes, you're free to move. The trap is over.
Okay, since I was moving forward, I see Armand taking the damage. I didn't necessarily see Silmore, so I'm gonna go up to him, and seeing that he's hurt pretty bad, I'm gonna summon some good berries and start feeding them to him.
Okay.
I can band-aid myself up with my 38 med kits.
It's okay. Just eat it.
Okay.
Just take
I eat it like it's a
Just take-
sensu bean.
And I'm staggering up the stairs, just seeing this absolutely adorable exchange.
You watch Smoking squat down. Good berries.
Stuff it in his mouth.
Squat down and force something down.
How much health does this restore to me?
Hold on, I'm looking it back up.
If it's just 2, then that was a tasty snack.
No.
But I'm still
It's
bleeding
more-
out my eyes.
It's like 10, right? It's a more efficient
10.
heal because you get 10 straight points of healing.
Okay, I'm at half health now. Oh wait, no.
You also aren't gonna get hungry again for a whole day.
Excellent. I'm glad I didn't waste a spell choice on conjure food and water now.
Toss all your rations out.
Hey Silmorn, you got an ouchie?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I've got some broken ribs, and I think the Dragon Man might have to help me bend my armor off.
Don't worry, I got a band-aid for that.
We'll get to that.
It's a magic band-aid. It heals armor, too.
My half plate was definitely crushed in a little bit by that log, and it kind of fucking hurts.
I use a healing kit to boost you up 15 health.
I am.
You probably still down 10, right?
You
You want another one? You need another band-aid? Okay, this one's got ponies on it.
Ooh.
11.
Has it got glitter? That's the real question.
I keep the glitters for myself.
At this point, you're in the deficit 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna top myself off with one as well.
Okay. All right.
And I'm down only 3 health now.
Okay.
Only 36 med kits left, guys.
Only 36. All right.
Damn.
My fucking healer feat is incredible.
That's a little OP if you ask me.
Ballin'.
All right. So you have deftly managed to somewhat dodge the rolling trap from the staircase. You notice the path still goes north and west.
I think I'm going to slowly start crawling up the stairs to see what the fuck happened, unless I've got to jump over the log.
I'm band-aided. I walk around the corner and I see something scary, and I backpedal.
All right. As you come around the corner, you notice that there is a spacious, vaulted hall, weathered and cracked from the ravages of time. The walls are charred and scored. Scattered around the floor are several stone statues of baboon-like creatures. chipped and tipped over. The remains of a few once living baboons partially eaten lie nearby with fungus covering their corpses. But ahead, something spherical floats in the air at about chest height. The spheres have a central eye and about a dozen tentacles growing out of the top of its heads. Each appendage has a white sphere with a black pupil tip.
I don't like that.
Is it looking at me?
They appear to be looking in your general.
Hail and well met, eyeball things.
No response comes from the creatures.
All right, knowing that there's something up there, I'm hurrying up the stairs. I'll be difficult.
You notice as you come around the corner, 3 spherical objects floating in the air at chest height, each with about a dozen appendages coming off the top of their heads. Each appendage off the front has a white orb with a black pupil in the front, staring in your eastward direction.
All right.
Hey, Silmorn, you know about demons and stuff, right? Is that a demon?
It's just one big sphere.
It's a fucking beholder.
Silmorn, roll me an investigation check.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do I? Because I was imprisoned by one of their cousins.
I'll be right back.
So if it was a beholder, you wouldn't recognize it immediately, right?
One would think. So I'm going to ask in undercommon, hey, what's going on, guys?
No response.
All right. So to the party in common, I'm going to say these are some sort of relation to beholders, I think, but they're not responding to me in undercommon, which, mind flayers are cousins to them, so I would think they would know.
I'm gonna assume, like, if I see them, I'm gonna assume they're beholders because we established back in the cave that I am definitely aware of beholders' existence, even if I've never seen one just by reputation. So. Oh.
Why did we let Alejandro leave us?
As Numagaras comes around the corner, he sees 3 spherical objects floating in the distance. Each has about a dozen appendages floating off the top of its head. Each appendage is topped by a white sphere with a black dot in the middle looking eastward at it.
I'm going to say, oh shit, it's a room full of beholders.
They don't seem to be aggressive, so I think we should try to pet them.
Pet them?
That could prove immediately fatal, as they can they have a. I may be stupid and not have much wisdom, but I do know what a beholder is, and they're bad news.
Are they sentient? Are they animals?
They're sentient, but they're usually evil. Almost always evil.
So, if they are sentient, do they typically communicate with you when you hail them?
I don't know anything about these particular beholders.
Because if they aren't sentient, maybe we could animal handle them.
Ooh, yes, let's handle them.
Yeah, you tried it, Wolf.
Right?
Yeah, I don't think we can animal handle a beholder.
Is it a beholder? Or it could be an illusion.
Beholder can probably.
I would like to take the dead rat in my bag and toss it into the room over this way, just to see what they do.
Okay, so you take.
I'm gonna stand right there, right on the edge, not actually in the doorway, but like not inside, but just at the edge of the doorway.
Denote where you were throwing it again. Sorry.
Like right over there, right beside it.
Okay, I'm just gonna put this token right here, just as a.
The dead
Oh
rat
god,
token.
that rat looks like Davril.
Oh no! All right,
No.
you.
All of the rats
So,
are down.
all right, give me some roleplay.
So I'm going to very carefully approach. Are the beholders are their eyes following me as I straight at me?
The
Blankly
eyes.
staring.
The eyes are all looking east at the entrance to the room.
But they're not looking particularly at me specifically.
Roll a perception check. 10.
I would think I would get advantage on that since I'm actively watching them.
All right, so as you enter the room, it does not look like any of the eyes from the appendages of the creatures in front of you are actively following your exact position, looking directly at the room to the entrance to the east.
Okay, so they're not tracking my movements, they're just blankly staring to the east. Okay.
And they didn't go after the rat?
Well, I haven't thrown the rat yet. I'm going to slowly reach into my eel kidney.
Okay.
Like you do.
It's not a bag yet. I haven't turned it into a bag. I'm going to take out the giant, dead, poisoned, diseased rat and toss it into the room.
Okay.
While carefully watching the beholders for signs of movement.
As you do this,
Okay.
the diseased rat corpse lands on the ground about 5 to 10 feet away from you. The apparent eyes do not shift. They continue to look east directly at the entrance.
Okay.
I think we should hug it.
You go right ahead.
All right, I do that.
Are you gonna go hug it?
I'm not gonna hug it, but I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move to be right up next to Numagares.
Okay.
And I'm looking at the star things. What are the star things? Are they statues?
Columns.
They are the baboon statues that are kind of.
Okay.
They're standing or they're falling over,
Okay, they're statues of baboons. Okay.
Yeah.
And
wait, so they are statues?
The stars in the room that you can see are statues of baboons that are either still standing or toppled over.
Are they actual statues, like they have bases and they're obviously crafted statues?
They're very obviously statues of baboons.
Okay, they're not petrified or stone baboons.
Okay, well, Armin has an innate fear of statues coming to life and killing him. So he is going to try to conquer this fear, and he is going to take a single 5-foot step into the room and see what happens.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
Nothing happens.
I'm going to take another step towards the thing.
I'm advancing with him, with my shield up and my head down behind it, not looking at them.
I am not having my shield up, and I'm
looking at my feet.
Nothing
Move
happened.
laterally, guys.
What's that?
You guys follow you.
All right. As you advance on the creature in the room, nothing happens.
I go around the creature, and I walk around it a bunch of spaces,
Okay.
being very specific with my movements because I don't want to accidentally graze it. I want to keep a wide berth around it as I move. Where are we going? West, away from it.
Okay. All right.
And
Give me an acrobatics check.
an acrobatics check to just walk around it.
Yes.
Excellent. That is my least favorite skill. 13. That's probably as good as I get.
As you attempt to move around it.
Attempt.
As you attempt to move around it, you move northwest to where the rat body was. Nothing seems to happen. You move southwest to try to work your way around the outside of it without touching the baboon statue. You lightly graze the creature in the eastern side of the room.
Mm,
It bumps slightly, but nothing happens.
mm.
Great, now he's gonna smash it.
Oh god.
I'm not interested in smashing it. It's very big. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say.
these things are huge, right?
Yeah, they're 10 feet by 10 feet.
I say, hey guys, unless we want to all be separated in this room, y'all should keep up. And I walk over here. And I'm gonna walk by it.
Okay. Give me for this. Let me look at your character sheet.
I'm not good at anything
You're not good at anything?
except for
Opening
strength
doors.
and opening doors and smashing pots. I'm basically Link.
Zombies. You're good at zombies.
Oh yeah, I don't think these are undead.
No.
I have a couple of
Where-
spears.
All right, so Armand, where are you moving to?
I'm moving.
Just move your token to where you want to be.
I want to be right here because I don't
Okay.
think I can get past this one.
It's just a
Okay.
placeholder token.
Okay. The
Yes.
Davril token on the field was the rat.
Oh,
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
gonna put that back in my bag.
Okay, all right.
We don't need to waste dead rats.
Yes.
That's right. It's a perfectly good rat.
Armand, as you approach the western creature token, what do you do?
I approach it and I hold out and I dig out of my bag and I pull out the pyramid thing because it's got to be something. And I hold it up to the beholder thing.
Give me a performance check.
Oh god. We're still in the room.
Tab.
You hold the pyramid up, hoping that it does something. Nothing happens.
Okay. Well, nothing is better than bad things.
I want to try to shove this thing to the north so that we can get past it and into this hallway.
Okay, what are you going to do?
I just walk up, put my hands on it, and push.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check.
It's floating, right?
I'm sorry, not an acrobatics check. Give me an athletics check.
I was gonna say he's gonna do a flip and it's gonna move it. God damn it!
Rolled. Oof, okay. All right.
You pulled your hammy.
Everyone in this room?
You move. Yeah, everyone's in the room. You move up to the westward token, the creature, and you attempt to push it to the side. You place your hand out upon it and you go to push. And as you push, your hand slips up under it and it sends you onto your knee into a prone position.
Oh.
I go and I pick him up.
Yeah, they don't move, guys.
So, I think me and Silmorn have been traveling for a little bit together now. And
One can assume.
And I know that he is wimpy when it comes to strength.
Yes.
So I go and I pick him up by the scruff or by the back of his shirt. Just
You scruff him.
All right.
Scruff him.
Well, if you're gonna, all right. So he is prone under the creature. So I need you to give me an acrobatics check.
acrobatics to pick him up.
Yes.
Okay.
Not hit the creature.
I deftly, maybe not deftly, grab the scruff of his neck and pull him out. That's a crit.
Definitely, sir.
All right.
Wow.
So you reach down to pick him up, and you pull him away from the creature and get him standing back up without making contact with the creature at the western door that is blocking access to the south or to the west.
You hear that, Sean? You didn't actually break his neck when you scruffed him.
I want to investigate. This is obviously something from like the Nether, so I don't think I'd have any idea of. Does anyone know anything about these things?
No, it looks like a beholder.
I'd like to know if it's sentient before I cast a spell.
I don't know.
I know that it's not a beholder. It's definitely some sort of relation or cousin or whatever, but they're just not beholders. They're not quite right.
All right. You want to roll and you want to investigate it.
I just need to. I needed to hear those words from Clay to know that it is not a beholder, but it is kind of a beholder, and it is sentient.
Yeah, if it's not like some sort of construct designed to look like this.
Yeah, we don't have any way of knowing if it's sentient or not until it gives us some sign that it understands or knows what's going on or
Okay,
anything.
Armand, give me an investigation.
I don't want to investigate. I just want to do something.
Uh-oh.
I want to cast.
Uh-oh.
I want to cast a spell.
Okay.
Firebolt.
I want to cast command.
Oh, Jesus.
You speak a one-word command at a creature you see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command. I want to yell at it to move out of the... I want to yell move. It's a one-word command. It says move to get him out of the way so we could walk past him.
And what do I need to survive?
A wisdom saving throw.
What is your wisdom saving?
It's a 14.
All right, give me some role play.
I walk up to this giant thing. I look back at the party, say, "Hey, check this out," and I just go right up to it and I scream, "Move!"
You can just like move its tentacles.
It just means move. If it starts dancing.
All 12 appendages immediately turn to the position Armand is looking in. They gaze upon Armand and immediately move out of the way.
Sweet.
Quick, like little bunnies.
All right, I say
Get the fuck out of this
let's
room.
skedaddle. And yeah.
Okay. All right. It's 11:20. Do you guys want to stop here for the night?
I feel like this is an excellent stopping point.
Play for a few more hours.
Yeah, it's 8:20. I'm good to go.
This is gonna be a little.
I would suggest stopping here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta get up at like 6:30, so
Yeah.
That's the prudent thing to do.
Let's set up camp here for the night.
Yeah.
All right.
Double
well,
long rest, bitches.
Another long rest.
All right. All right. Next day. Next Thursday, same time?
I'm good with that.
sounds good to
Let's
me.
try to be on time this time.
Okay.
Just had some stuff I needed to finish up before I left.
Yeah.
All right.
Got all those old people gonna shit themselves to death if they don't get what they need.
All right. I'm gonna hit the stop button.